Hey man, y'all know what time it is. The one and only. Three homies. Throw the Towel Sports Podcast. It's your boy, Cap, the greatest. King James the Pharaoh in the building. Y'all see him.
Hey,
Man, my man Ace with all the juice.
All of
You know
it.
what I'm saying? We back, y'all. Throw the Towel Sports Podcast, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. How y'all living tonight, man? For real, what's going on? What's up?
tres amigos. Hola.
Hola. And
I
I
got
know
a
y'all
question.
see the
Hola,
I
amigos.
know y'all see the merch too, man. I know y'all see the merch too, man. By the way, man, yeah. Pay close attention to that. We going in, man.
Y'all see the
Before I
merch,
go
man.
into avatar mode.
Y'all see the merch, man. Welcome. Throw the Towel Sports Podcast. It's your boy, King James the Pharaoh. I'm here with me, amigos. Cap the Great, like always, and welcome back for another one. Y'all know what it is, my man Ace. He's here. Sean Ace O'Neal. I like to call him Ace Juice. Y'all know what it is because my man got the juice.
All
Hey,
day.
hey, man. Welcome back, fellas. You know what I'm saying? How y'all living, man? How y'all living? What's the weather like up there
Yeah.
in South Bend?
It's honestly like it's cold, but it's not bad. There's not a whole lot of snow. There's not a whole lot of anything else going off. The wind would fuck off. It'd be nice.
I don't know what it's cold but not bad means because it's bad. It's cold is bad to me.
Yeah, but there's no snow. There's no ice. It's just it's
Ah,
just cold, bro.
yeah, we
Okay.
cold down here. We
We've
had a
been
little
pretty lucky
snow.
so far.
We had a little rain, little sleet, turned into a little snow. Now it's a little slick if you go out there right now. But yeah, Indiana, you know what it is. Cap, what it's like out there in Cali? Tell me something good.
Hey man, what I got good for you, you know what I'm saying? Besides this content, it's cold out here. I mean, I
Oh,
don't know how to keep it no funkier with you. It's cold everywhere right now. It's just not no
yeah, it
snow,
is.
but it's cold.
But what's cold out there?
Man, hell, like 30 something degrees at night. That's
Okay, no,
cold
that's good.
enough.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. All right.
You know,
Cold
I thought
enough.
you
I
were
done been,
being
Shit.
I done
I
been
thought you were
here
being
a
a bit
while
away
enough
from
to
me.
know. It's cold when it's cold.
My man Banks located out there in the mountains in Cali, ladies and gentlemen. He is not on the coast. He is not
I'm
inland.
definitely
He is
desert
in the
mountains to
mountains.
be exact.
Yeah, desert mountains. Yeah, I know. Yo, so we back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all for tuning in. Uh, like y'all know, let's jump this right on off, like we always do about this time. We
Let's get
talk
it.
about let's talk about that in season tournament, ladies and gentlemen. As y'all know, just yesterday, no, well, I guess today's Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday ish.
Saturday.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, type deal.
So Saturday, right? Saturday we had the NBA in-season tournament championships. My Indiana Pacers took on the LA Lakers for the first inaugural. We couldn't say that word last time, huh?
You got it this
Inaugural.
time. You were good though
It
this
is,
time, bro. You were good.
Yeah,
yeah,
you
for the
got it
first
right there.
inaugural NBA Cup, ladies and gentlemen. It was a good game. It was very competitive. Stuff like atmosphere. The Lakers came out on top. They beat the Pacers 123 to 109. Uh, LeBron James ended
Am
up
I,
with
am
the
I supposed to clap for that? I don't know if I'm supposed
I
to
don't
clap for that.
did anybody pick the Lakers winning?
they're gonna
Anybody
clap.
else?
He needed something. Give this guy a clap here, man. He the
I
new
guess.
luck.
Hey, look, I give you that much. Hey, you know what?
Beginner's
I'm just
luck.
saying. I did.
I feel like I just gave the Lakers a clap, but it's okay.
I went against the. I'm not a Lakers fan either. I went against the grain on what everybody else is picking, and I thought that this is just one stupid accolade that LeBron can add to his resume. And he actually got named inaugural in-season tournament MVP too. So that's one thing Jordan never did. So
that's one thing Jordan never did. So we'll give LeBron James finally did something.
Kobe got.
Kobe didn't get to do that either. Kobe was so LeBron James is the GOAT of the in-season tournament. The greatest of all time of the in-season tournament. There you go. Y'all always wanted to hear me say on the court that he was, because I always say he to go off the court. I got to give the man as a man props. On the court, flops. But anyway, there you go. LeBron James is the GOAT of the in-season tournament.
Exactly. If you finish it that way, yeah. In the season.
But my Pacers lost. I went with the Pacers, y'all know. I picked with my heart.
I don't know why that's so funny to me, but it is.
Because I ain't never gonna say that man is the GOAT of the NBA. Not never. Not as long as there was a Kobe. Not as long as there was a Mike. Not never. But he is the GOAT of the in-season tournament, the greatest of all time of the in-season tournament.
Tyrese Halliburton finished second. Shout out to Tyrese.
Second. Shout out to Tyrese Halliburton. Other Indiana Pacers. They had a terrible game.
Yeah.
And they had a terrible game, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know me. I take my wins like I take my losses. I take my losses like I take my wins, right? The Pacers lost. They fought hard. The good thing is, like Tyrese Halliburton said, ain't nobody graduating. Shit, motherfuckers got to play the motherfucking on Monday. So, It was a hell of a run. I think the Pacers actually benefited more than the Lakers did. Yeah, the Lakers became the champions. However, the Pacers, for a young team that had never been to the playoffs before, have a hunger now to know what it's like. Now that they know what it's like to have that intensity. I mean, the Lakers never pulled off LeBron and AD. They was on the court at all times. Like it was an NBA Finals game. Like it was a game 7. You had LeBron and AD on the court at all times, like it was a game 7. And my Pacers still hung in there. The final score don't really tell the game. Like usually it doesn't. It doesn't tell the whole game. The Pacers kept it close. Majority of the game, it really didn't get away from them until the fourth quarter. They actually had the lead in the third quarter. Great game. Great learning experience, I think, for my Pacers. Tell you what, Miles Turner got outplayed. If Miles Turner has a half decent game, if Miles Turner has anything near all the other games he's been having, I do believe the Pacers win that game. If they have Jalen Smith or Nembhard back, I believe they win that game. But anyway, they lost. It was good. It was good. I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed the tournament. My final thoughts on the tournament is, and then I like to hear you two fellas. But my final thoughts on the tournament was it was great. It was great for the beginning of the season. It really got people watching. It was like a good kickoff, good kick start to the season instead of that slow, like a preseason roll. Sometimes those beginning games still seem like preseason games. And my final thoughts of it was great. Teams fought. Teams really brought intensity. I love the new jerseys and the new courts. I think they should keep that. They should incorporate that.
These courts are sick, bro.
For the entire season.
Nasty.
I think they should go entire seasons flipping those courts out like that. They got to do something about how slippery they were, though. Those courts were slippery as shit. We seen
a lot. It was dead spots in the court. I think that's what they called them, dead spots.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of slips, not just in the Pacers games, but all around the league.
And all of the court, courts.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of slips. So they need to get that together. But my final thoughts of the in-season tournament is I give it an A plus. I feel like they need to do a little bit more with maybe making it matter more besides just the money as far as
what could you do with that? Make it matter more. Like, what do you mean? Like, go ahead and elaborate on that for a minute. Like, if you win, get like at least the 8 seed in the real playoffs, or like what kind of stuff are you talking there?
Right. So that's what I would say. If you win the in-season tournament, you guarantee the 8 seed. or higher.
Okay.
You know, you're guaranteed an 8th seed or higher. You know, so even if there was, let's say you end up being the 10th team, right? Because you won the in-season tournament, I'm sorry, whoever was the 8th team, you got knocked down into the play-in, and this 10th team gets up to the 8th seed. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
I
Like I said, I just wanted to hear your opinions on where you would like to see this go. Like I'm for that. That's awesome.
I think a lot of teams wouldn't like that for the simple fact that we earned the fact to be the 8th seed, but because they won the in-season tournament, we are now the 9th play-in.
And if you're that team, you should have been
Right.
better earlier on in the season.
There it is. There it is. And if you're a better team anyway, you should be able to beat them and get, I mean, so
Yeah.
I just feel like
I love where you're going, bro. I really do.
Yeah, and you just guaranteed a playoff spot. And if you're higher than the 8th seed, then you're just higher than the 8th seed, and you didn't, it doesn't really hurt anything. You know, you still get the money, you still get the cup, and you're still guaranteed a playoff run. So in case you lose one of your star players to injury, right? Something like that. I don't know. I just would feel like I would like to see a little bit more incentive to make it matter more. I still like it.
You essentially made this in sports terms. You essentially made this in-season tournament the Royal Rumble, where whoever wins is guaranteed at least a shot to go to WrestleMania.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm with it. I'm with it, correct, man. It makes this entire thing that was an experiment that could have gone terribly wrong worthwhile. Like right now, like it's cool. The courts are cool. We already talked about that. The players getting extra money is cool too. Like the teams that actually give a shit. I mean, I'm not saying that any team phones it in, but you get this group of young guys like the Pacers have. Not a whole lot of them have made a whole lot of money yet, and be able to get $1 million to win the whole thing or $500,000 the previous game to make it. Like that's awesome. That's an incentive for them to go out there and work even harder. So yeah,
I seen the stat that said something about a player on the Lakers only was going to make like 100,000, right? Like period.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, like a two-way player, probably.
Yeah, like his contract was like 100,000, period, like flat, and he just won 500,000.
Yeah, that's right. Huge. Like I said, for a lot of these young guys, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's huge for him. So
that's life-changing money.
So, what's your final thoughts on the tournament, Ace?
I told you guys originally I did not think I was going to like this idea. And then as everything, started dwindling down and got to the finals, there wasn't like real life like tension, like, oh shit, is somebody going to win it? In my mind, just because it's so new. But like you were saying, like I like to see where this goes moving forward. This wasn't a terrible idea. Adam Silver, shout out to you, bud. Like this was not like the worst decision ever. I would like it to mean something if it's going to mean something. Kind of like what you touched on. But one thing that I learned from this in-season tournament, I didn't know this until earlier today. So you're a Pacers fan. The Pacers ended up with picks 8, 10, 12, and 14 from the 2020 class, like on their current roster. You got Obi Toppin, you got Jalen Smith, you got Tyrese Halliburton, and you have Aaron Naismith. That's the top 15 from just a few years ago. The squad is so young, and they're like all trying to gel it all together. They haven't been playing together long. I think that's an exciting team. That's what I've learned from this tournament. That's an exciting team, and I'm not saying they're going to win a championship this year or anything, but I think moving forward, as long as they keep everything the way they got it, they got a young squad, they got draft picks, they got the whole thing going. I think the Pacers have a bright future.
I agree.
Oh yeah, Cap.
What's
your final thoughts on the tournament? Wait. What would you grade that tournament? What would you grade that tournament this year?
And I would give the tournament.
Sean, let me get Sean before you go.
See, like I'm like the casualist of casual and NBA fans, just because I'm normally at work while every game's going on. So I normally only ever get to watch like late West Coast games on Saturday. Like days that I have off, I'll turn on some other games and check them out. But you
Yeah.
got, because you were in a tournament, even regardless of what it meant at the end of the day, I was watching it just to see. I want to see who was going to win a tournament. So for me, like it made basketball this early in the year more exciting. I don't know, 8 out of 10 at the lowest. Like it made me that doesn't really
So it
watch a whole
actually
lot.
got you to watch it more.
Well, yeah, just like I said, it felt like it meant something, even though it didn't necessarily mean something. If that makes sense. I was
Nice.
loving watching. I love watching playoff brackets and shit like that. I love watching how it all played out. To me, that was way more fun than what they've been doing. Now, if they can find a way to make the All Star game better and other shit, the NBA could really actually take off. But I'll give it an 8 out
Thanks. The
of 10.
All-Star game would have to be more competitive for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cap, final thoughts on the tournament, man.
It was actually kind of good for the game. I feel like I'm gonna rate it a B right now. I'm gonna rate it a full blown B plus. Uh, it was still some, like you said, the courts, which is the most important. Uh, the courts need to be, checked on and made sure that whatever paint is being used really to reflect that look. Make sure it's not no paint that leave them, them hidden dry spots
Oh,
in the
I'm
court.
with you on that. Yeah.
You know what I'm
That was
saying? Because
it became the way the courts look became a hazard. Like that's not good for the players.
facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, yeah, man. I like it, dude. I didn't like it at first. I had my tits about it in the beginning, but really when it got to the point where I had to play King James in the quarterfinals, is where I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this shit's kind of tight. You know what I'm saying?
It got a little real there for a minute, right?
Oh yeah, it all. I mean, anytime I get to go like that at my partners, you know what I'm saying, and it's just friendly banner. You know what I'm saying? We going crazy. It's the fanatic in us, and that's what it's about. Uh,
And that's what makes it
it's
fun.
always yeah, exactly, yeah. When you can dial out and dial back in like that with your people, then that's when it's different. And long story short, with that, it got good at that point, and then it's like, hey, I can see this happening. You know what I'm saying? They just, like I said, the courts need to be checked on. Other than the courts and the refs, you need to switch these motherfuckers around for the whole NBA, not just the end game. Check some of these niggas collars, because they probably be wearing mics when they be repping, waiting on somebody to say something crazy in their ear. You know what I'm saying? They be having them hidden, them hidden mics that the men in black be wearing in their ear, and then they got the mic hidden right under their collar, so you can't hear them talking. The rest, do they? That's how they be getting them files in on everybody. That's kind of
I
like
believe it, man.
that kind
I
of took
wouldn't
the
run that. I
faces out.
wouldn't. Yeah. I didn't want to get on game specifics because, I get in my heart. I get in my feelings.
I
I
wouldn't
want
tell
to
you.
say,
I wasn't trying to get too specific, but I'm just saying in general, like if the game is gonna get to you to get played like it is, you got to have some people out there that's looking at it fair too. Like towards the end of it, when we got to Vegas about that, like the refs that you had, they wouldn't like the ones that we had just seen the last 2-3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Leading up to that
yeah,
point.
there was a lot of physicality that was allowed during
Exactly.
the
Exactly.
semifinals. I mean, in all games, there was a
Right.
level of
Right.
physicality that
Right.
I don't know. I don't
Big
know,
Big
but
Ten basketball.
I mean, that's what makes playoff basketball awesome. So, playoff
Yep.
basketball, you're able to get away with a little bit more. It's a little more physical. It's more superstar calls. It's playoff basketball. So, yeah. So, I mean, good thing about this is check this out. I just came up with another thing, right? What if you win the in-season tournament,
Okay.
you guaranteed home court advantage for the first round of the playoffs.
But see, if you're the 8 seed, that's bullshit. You're playing the 1, not doing it. But also, like I said, that just because you win the in-season tournament doesn't mean that your team can't fucking fall apart a week and a half later.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was I didn't want to guarantee them an 8 seed.
I think whatever like bonus they're going to get out of this, other than money, they're going to really have to think about what they're doing, because you can extremely alter the entire like DNA of the NBA as it is by, like, let's say that team, they won the in-season tournament and they win 12 games the rest of the year and are like the worst team in the East or the West, and they automatically get the 8 seed because they won something early on when
that's what made me think about it.
Yeah. I'm saying, like,
that's what made me,
I love the idea,
but it has to be something.
Yeah, I love the idea of the possibility of the significance. I do.
Yeah, it has to be something. Maybe not one of those, but it has to be something. So here's a good fact. Here's a good fact for you guys. The Lakers and the Pacers both were in the championship, right? They played in the championship for the in-season tournament. They're both they're both ranked number 5 in their division. I mean, in their conferences. So how about that? Speaking of where they're at in their conferences, we got Boston we got Boston at number 1 at 16-5. We got Orlando at number 2. Orlando at number 2. Can we get some hand claps for Orlando?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Making something out of nothing.
I almost didn't want to get him up, but man.
Yeah, shout out to Orlando. Orlando is at the 2 spot right now at 15-7. Then you got Milwaukee at 3 at 15-7. So 2 and 3 is tied. You got 4, the Philadelphia Sixers at 14-7. Right behind them is the Indiana Pacers at 12-8. At your 6th spot, Cleveland Cavaliers at 13-9. Brooklyn at 7, 12-9, tied with New York at 12-9 at 8. At 9, you got the Miami Heat steady climbing up from a bad start of the season. They're at 12-10. You have the Atlanta Hawks climbing backwards. They're trending down. They're at 9-12 at the 10th spot. Threatening right now, you got Toronto 9-13. You got Chicago looking at 9-14. Charlotte, they don't know what they're doing. They're actually trending up, though. You got to give shout outs to Charlotte, winning a little bit, kind of trying. They're 7-13.
If they wouldn't have won that game against us, and then they just won that other game, right? The comeback game against I want to say San Antonio. No, I wasn't San Antonio.
No.
I don't know. I know they got the Heat tomorrow.
I ain't mean to cut you off, but yeah, they just had 2 crazy games, like 2 good games too against some good teams.
Toronto,
that's what it was. Yeah,
Toronto. They actually held on and beat Toronto by 3, 119-116.
Yeah, by 3,
yeah. So shout out to Charlotte. We got Washington and Detroit as the bottom 2 teams at 3-18 and 2-20. Detroit, I don't know what they're tanking for. Who are they tanking for? They've been a lotto pick for the last 3 years. Who are they taking for?
They got Kate.
They're just that bad.
Cunningham.
I promise you, they're just that bad.
Dude, it's to a point now where you have to start looking at coaching, right?
Front office, everything.
Let's just be honest, right? We're at a point now where you have to start looking at coaching, right? Let's look at their roster. I mean, come on, man. Let's look at their roster. You got Cade Cunningham. You got Jaden Ivey, right? You got Bojan Bogdanovic. You got Marvin Bagley III, right? You got James Wiseman. How many lottery picks do you need to have on your team to win?
More than what they currently have. I'm telling you, I think that's all. That's got to be coaching. You know what I mean? Like there's way too much talent on that team to have that fucking record.
So I read an article that said Jaden Ivey had no idea that he was going to be coming off the bench this year, right? So help me
Man, that's
understand
crazy.
this, right? How do you go through practice, and how do you go through all of this, and then come to find out you're going to be coming off the bench? Like, how does that work?
I don't know. I never heard of that before.
Yeah, that lets you know right there. Detroit needs some help. They
Most
need some
definitely.
big help.
In the office and on the floor. Period. That's how I
It's,
feel with
it's
that.
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Can I just go ahead and say one thing though, real quick?
Yeah.
Shout out to Jaden Ivey, South Bend, Indiana's own.
Yeah.
Shout
Shout
out to
out.
Jay Knight. But it's
I got
crazy, you know, that
Go ahead.
like you said, Dub, uh how do you not know that? How do you not know you're not gonna get no playtime? They just got, and Detroit
Coaching.
is another
Terrible
team.
coaching.
And
Terrible
then
coaching.
another thing is Detroit is another team that just got like all the top draft picks for the past like 2-3 years too. In the sense they got a couple traded, you know, they got them either traded over there. Besides Cade Cunningham, being one of the ones that was in the top, you know, that was in that top
What do you
talk type deal.
What do you mean?
Yeah, where are we going with this?
I'm talking about Detroit
Boy, listen here. Detroit got
and Jay Knight.
Cade Cunningham. Listen, Cade Cunningham was the number 1 pick. Jay
Right,
Knivey,
that's
number
what I'm
5
saying.
pick. Asur Thompson, number 5 pick. James Wiseman, number 2
Yeah,
pick. Bro, that's
this what I'm
5.
talking about.
That's
You got
5
nothing but ballers and
lottery picks
they're
on
not
the
working together.
roster.
Yeah.
They got 5
Right.
lottery picks on their roster, and they're the 2-20.
That's
Fuck
what I'm
out of
talking
here.
about. Like how y'all got all these people over there already, and one person don't even know that they not gonna get shine, but he supposed to be just as top like all the other top players y'all got. That's what I'm saying. Like you just said, 2, 5, 5, 5, 2. How you get all these
5.
players over here and y'all 2-20? It don't
You
make
got
it, that shit's not
you got
adding
a
up.
you got a number 1 pick, a number 2 pick, a number 1 overall, a number 2 overall,
Come
two
on, man.
fives, two fives, right?
2 5s.
Dog, what is y'all doing?
And it's all within the first round. All these players ain't got, you know,
These
flighted out to
first round,
teams
these
in the
is
first round.
lottery picks. Lottery picks,
Literally.
top 5
If,
picks.
if I may
Lottery.
make a
Literally.
comparison real quick,
We can't forget about Marvin Bagley too.
there is so much raw
Marvin
talent
Bagley
on
the
that
third.
team.
That's the
There is so much
That's
raw
one. That's
talent on
another.
that team. It seems like mathematically impossible that they're only going to have like what 2-3 wins right now. They are the
Bro,
San
that's
Diego
horrible.
Chargers of the NBA.
Nah,
The
they
Chargers
bad,
had so
bro.
much fucking talent and could not put that shit together. You got like on paper, you have like a top 6 both side of the field team, and you can't put it together. That's what the Pistons are doing. I don't know.
They looking.
But
You
the
meant to say
coaching
the
keeps
Panthers,
changing.
bro.
The talent is fucking
You
there.
meant to say the
It ain't
Panthers.
working, bro. It ain't working. The talent is there. It's not the draft picks. It's
You meant to
somebody
say
else.
the Carolina Panthers because the Carolina Panthers is the worst team in the NFL right now.
Yeah, no, they're bad. I get that, but what I'm saying is the Chargers. You're talking all the potential on the planet, but don't ever do shit.
yeah.
They're already
They got mad talent. You got
yeah,
mad
and they're already
talent
out.
over there.
After this week, they're out of the playoff. They're out of the playoff race already. That's what I'm saying. Like Detroit,
They took themselves off, and we'll talk about that when we get to the NFL. They took
Yeah, we'll
themselves
get to
off.
that.
yeah.
We'll
So
get
I
to
don't
that.
mean
We'll
to
get to
sidetrack.
that.
Is what I'm saying. Potential wise, they could be so great. They don't have the right coach or somebody to put the whole the fucking puzzle together. You have
Right.
all the pieces, and all of them are fucking fantastic. You need to figure out how that all fits together.
Bro, you just I'm just tripping off. I forgot they have 5. We named them. James Wiseman, right? Asur Thompson, Jaden Ivey, Cade Cunningham, Marvin Bagley III. That's 5, bro.
Yep.
That's 5 lottery picks. Like lottery
that
picks,
you
man.
can't figure out how to play together. That's got to be coaching, bro. That's all I'm saying.
No.
And I like Monty Williams. I like Monty Williams, but he ain't getting
Notre
it
Dame
done.
guy, yeah.
You know, but yeah. Anyway, so that wraps up the East. I had to get off Detroit. I don't give a fuck. They getting their ass kicked. They shouldn't be in the Central Division. That's what they get, motherfucker. And then that's for the malice in the palace. Take that. Anyway,
Let's get it.
Over to the Western Conference. We got Minnesota. One more time. Where them hand claps?
Minnesota.
Number 1, 17-4, right? Then after that, we got OKC, more hand claps. Look at SGA, and we're going to talk about him in a minute. Look at SGA. They 14-7. Wow, that's a 3-game difference. 17-4, 14-7. 3-game difference between number 1 and number 2. And in the East, it's a game and a half. How about that? So then over there, you got number 3, you got Dallas. There you go. Kyrie Irving. Oh, shout out to Kyrie Irving. Hope that injury wasn't bad. Kyrie Irving had a bad injury the other day. He fell, had somebody fall on his leg. Don't remember who it was.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, he was able to walk off the court. But shout out Kyrie, get better Kyrie. But you got Dallas Mavericks at the 3 spot, 13-8. We got Denver at the 4 spot. The reigning champions is 4th in the West right now at 14-9. They're actually on the losing streak. That was crazy. I just watched them lose the other day to Houston.
Who was that?
The defending champs.
Oh yeah, man.
Denver.
Yeah, man.
Denver Nuggets.
Denver going good right now.
Yeah, they're on a 3-game losing streak. You got the LA Lakers coming in at number 5 at 14-9. Sacramento at number 6 at 12-8. You got the Phoenix Suns. You got the Phoenix Suns at number 7 at 12-10. We got the Houston Rockets coming in.
The Phoenix Suns.
Hey, Kenny, I'm
trying. He give me every time he say that.
Hey, Kenny, I'm trying to do that right here. Talking about my Phoenix Suns. Let's get back here. So we got Houston at 10-9. Shout out to Houston. They beat Denver. They're actually looking good. Houston has actually been playing well. They're on the 2-game winning streak. It don't sound right. They're 4-6 in their last 10, but they've been playing well. Those losses have been close losses. Watch out for Houston Rockets. Young team playing well right now. At number 9, you got the Clippers at 11-10, who just can't put it together for some reason. But I told y'all a long time ago, Paul George ain't that guy. He's good. He just ain't that guy. You can't
just buy a team and make it work.
Yeah, well, they on a 3-game winning streak. You know, they're 11-10, so we'll see what they can do. You got the New Orleans Pelicans, who I feel is overrated. They got a good team, but they don't play like it. They can play better, especially when you played the Lakers like they did in the in-season tournament and got demolished in the Bears. But they sitting there at the 10th spot at 12-11. On the outside looking in, you got the Golden State Warriors at 10-12, Utah Jazz at 7-15, the Memphis Grizzlies. I don't know what's going on over there. Hurry up and get back, Ja. They 6-15. Portland is 6-15 with Anthony Simmons.
Hey, I heard. A matter of fact, okay, I'm gonna wait. My fault. I'm gonna wait.
And last but not least, the second worst team in the NBA is Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. So all the win believers out there.
I'll come on screen now. I got you.
All the win believers out there, they 3-18. So
they're trying though. Leave them alone. They're doing their best. God damn it.
They ain't cheating, so they ain't trying.
That part.
If they, because I'd be having Wembanyama down there trying to get all the fouls I could. They got to shoot three.
And to add to that jaw line, ladies and gentlemen, I actually was doing some reading earlier, and I seen Adam Silver say he was going to talk to Ja this week. Not even this week. It was today that he was actually going to talk to him. So who knows what might even come out of that. He might even just cut that shit off and just let him come back and play. Because they need that nigga right now.
That shit ain't gonna happen. That motherfucker suspended. That pistol shit. And one thing I do know is they ain't letting that nigga back early.
But he gonna go over there. He gonna go over there and pull up like
Like, look, when I do let your ass back up in this bitch, nigga, look. If you hit a three and you even think about shooting a nigga, you go in the motherfucking jail.
He was just Eminem and 8 Mile. He just Papa Docked him. That's all he did. He went over and was like, no, you ain't a gangster.
Hey,
Your real name
comedy is here. You can't even look at nobody like you about to pull out the pistol. You're dead.
Don't even like, say pop the court. You better say open it up.
You better say fizzle. Hey, look, you better say
don't
fizzle.
Say pop that cork. Say open the champagne.
No more popping bottles.
Hell no. If you taste something and it tastes good,
you gotta say
look.
You gotta say soda.
He said, look. He says, look, I respect your culture, but if you say anything is bussing, you're gonna be bussing your ass back on suspension. Straight up. So that shit can be bussing, but for Ja, it tastes very great.
Dude, that's
tastes really, right really good. Very good. Muy bueno. That's what he went over there to tell him. He told him, and if your ass jump on social media, don't go live.
Please.
He looked at him just like that.
Don't you
go live if you want to. I'm trying to tell you, your ass will be lively sitting there watching the games. You'll be watching the games live. You go live, you'll be watching the games live.
Literally.
That's what he told him. Yo, speaking of which, since we was on it anyway, SGA and Thunder are sitting number 2 in the Western Conference, right? Not only that, did you see the overtime win against the OKC Thunder on Friday night? Please tell me you guys see it.
Are you saying OKC won in overtime? Hold on, wait. Stephen didn't win, right?
Oh no, OKC.
No, OKC won. They won in overtime.
OKC,
it was a double.
That's what I'm saying. Did you see?
I watched that game.
Who had the
Did you see OKC? SGA, I'm just gonna tell you right now, showed out against Steph Curry, right? And Ace, if you got a chance, you can go to Twitter real quick. I sent you something that he posted on. I sent you something that SGA posted on his IG in your Twitter DM. So it just so happens, ladies and gentlemen, after SGA, which is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And for those that's wondering, like, who is this guy? If you didn't know, now you know, and you've been sleeping. They number 2 in the Western Conference. And when I tell you about this guy is the real deal, when we talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, SGA is his nickname. Deal. I'm talking about averaging 30.5 points a game, real deal. I'm talking about real averaging 6.2 assists a game, real deal. I'm talking about averaging 5 rebounds and 2.8 steals a game, real deal.
Y'all heard that?
Yeah, I heard that bomb. This
dropping bombs. That's how it is.
This is the real deal. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the real deal. Well, it just so happens they played Steph Curry, and Steph Curry wants to let people know that look here, man. I don't give a damn. I'm still Steph Curry. It was a
Ain't
battle.
that it?
It was a battle. I mean, they went back and forth. It was amazing, right? The problem was Shy want to show that he's better. He's the younger guy. You got something to prove. He took it straight at him, ended up winning. Afterwards, he goes on IG and he posts highlights from that game where he blocked him. He also gave him a little mix and he cooked him. He cooked the
He
chef,
cooked him.
right?
He
He cooked
chef.
the
He chef
chef.
the chef. He
He
did.
chefed the chef. He blocked the chef. And then he went on IG and posted the highlights while playing Hit 'Em Up by Tupac.
Man,
Yeah.
I love it.
thugged out.
I love it. I love it, dog. It gets no better than that, man.
Bro, if you have
Especially
a
shout
game
out.
like that, if you have a game like that, you deserve to be able to do that. No shade
Yeah.
whatsoever. You earn that, dude. Fucking make that post.
And he play like that every game, ladies and gentlemen. This is not just no one time thing. Like he plays this way all the time. He been playing this way since he been in the league. Was funny when he was in LA. He played that way. You know what I'm saying? So hey,
SGA.
y'all see why he got his own team. He quiet as kept on something real.
He's an
One of the many
all-star.
players that we can look, huh?
He's an all-star.
Oh, all day, all day. If you not
Yeah.
picking, if you don't got SGA somewhere on your lineup, even if you playing the game right and you create a team, if you don't pick SGA, something wrong with you,
Bro, Dan Patrick on the Dan Patrick show, man. He's been the biggest fan of his for like the last 2 years now.
Yeah,
He saw it when nobody else did. He's been all over
Yeah.
that MVP bandwagon and everything else. Like
yeah.
he's
SGA crazy.
fucking
I've been liking SGA. No homo.
he's his own thing. You know what I mean? Like I can't compare him to
You
anybody.
can't compare him. He's
What he
SGA.
does is he goes
Nobody.
out. He goes out and he does him every day. And dude's nasty. That's all I got to say about that. For real.
This is what I hate to say, and I because I'm
Future.
not a hater. I'm not a hater when I say this. I'm just being honest. He's what Paul George was supposed to be. Right.
There you go. There you go.
So I'm gonna give Paul George the benefit of the doubt, and I'm gonna say he's what Paul George would have been without the injury, right? So I'm gonna give Paul George the benefit of the doubt, but he's exactly what Paul George was supposed to be, right? When we give Paul George, they was talking about how Paul George was a two-way player and clutch and all that. SGA is what they were talking about.
Yep.
Man,
This guy here is amazing.
he's super clutch.
Yeah. And quiet. He's Kawhi quiet, and it's amazing.
Perfect explanation. Perfect. That's one of them kind of explanations right there. Where man, he's definitely Kawhi quiet. He talk, but he quiet.
Yeah.
You know, and he not gonna go too crazy on you on the court either. He's just gonna ball your ass up with that same look on his face.
He's just gonna play his game, bro. That's where he's amazing at.
Matter of fact, I can't remember the skit guy that I be seeing all the time play Kawhi. I don't know if you ever seen him, Deb. I don't know if you ever seen him, King. But I need him to find somebody that look like Shea Gildress so they can do a Kawhi and Shea Gildress. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Type skit. Because man, you realize that's a silent assassin.
Yo, shout out to the year that shout out to the year of the hidden gems.
Facts.
Man. Shout out to the year of all the standout players, man. That's making themselves known this year. You know, shout out to the Tyrese Halliburtons, to the SGAs, to what's my man out there in Brooklyn?
Man, we talking about Cam Thomas.
Man, Man, shout out to Thomas, man. Like shout out to all of these guys making their names for themselves this year. This has been the year of the unknowns and the guys stepping up. And I can't wait to see what else we got. Speaking of the year of the unknowns, we got the trade deadline coming up, fellas. What do you guys see out there? What are you guys hearing? Earlier, before we got on, Ace was talking about he had seen a couple things. What you see out there, Ace? Well, who do you think will get traded? What do you think it's looking like? We got the trade deadline about a month.
I think the trade deadline is like early February. I talked about this on the show a couple episodes ago. If I'm the Chicago Bulls, fire sale. Everything must go. What we're doing right now ain't fucking working. And I'm looking at bro, I'm reading articles and people are like interested in like Caruso, for instance. They're also interested in Levine. They're get rid of Levine as a free agent next year anyways. What are we going to gain this season if we're already that bad that we can't like make up wise, maybe draft stock wise or trade value wise or whatever else? So I would love to, as a Bulls fan, Zach LaVine, you laid out your shit the other day and you're like, I would love to go to the Heat. I wouldn't mind the Lakers, and you named like one of the 76ers, I believe. He actually put that whole statement out. Bro, we don't have the money to pay you. This team ain't performing. We need to let you go. I'm sorry. We need to start over from scratch. We need to do what the Pistons are doing. We need to do what the Pacers are doing, but do it more like the Pacers are than the Pistons are. Or like our shit gels. And Alex Caruso, if we can get not worth a first round pick, in my opinion, he's worth I don't know, pennies on the dollar. He got to go. He got to go, bro.
Man.
Like I'm just saying, like,
man.
At this point in time, what is your team doing? Nothing spectacular.
We're gonna have to get it. We're gonna have to get a gunshot on that board, man, for them shots that get fired all around.
What's going on is that people are asking what do you want for Levine, and the Bulls are straight up being like, the Bulls are just like straight up saying we don't want to trade him. They're like, what do you want for Caruso? Those are everything that I'm seeing right now. At this point in time, get rid of fucking.
Hey, did you say Zach LaVine was worth pennies to the dollar?
No, I said Alex Caruso is pennies on the dollar.
Alex Caruso.
No, I like Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine's a good dude. You know what I mean? Like, no, Caruso though, as a trade, like I know the Lakers are interested in talking to the Bulls right now. They're looking at depth. I saw articles that
Caruso has an ankle injury right now, right? Caruso is hurt right now, right? Ankle injury, right?
We have until like February 8th or something like that, or February 2nd. Why not start dealing?
And what he's been in the league like six years?
Who?
Caruso.
Dude's like he looks like he's 45, so
about 5-6 years.
Yeah. Stop, man. He's like 30.
Hey, Caruso young, bro. Caruso young.
He like 30. He like 30.
Caruso looks like an
29. He like 20. Between 28 and 30.
Bro. He looks like he'd walk up to like all of us hanging out together and be like, "Hey, fellas, you have any marijuanas?"
Yeah,
like,
Caruso,
that's what Caruso looks like.
This dude. Hey, would you say you look like Alex Caruso right now?
Can I get one split for my guys?
He kind of favor Alex Caruso right now. Like,
no, man, give me that. I'll shave the beard. I'll shave the hair.
He got the whole beard going. That's who it is. We got. Bro, hello, everyone. We got the new co-host with us tonight, Ace Caruso.
Ace Caruso.
In case nobody else knows
29.
About the show, I got so much shit for shaving my hair and shaving my beard, and I was wearing glasses, and I was told that I looked like Peter Griffin. I was like, I need to like defatinize myself right now. So I put contacts in, and you still get 2 chins, almost 3. Fuck, with the way it is. But I don't give a fuck. I love y'all. Hopefully y'all love me, and this is the way I look, regardless of how fat I am, how much I'm fun of.
He'll be 30 in February. So you saying trade the whole Bulls team?
Man,
absolutely.
That dude said trade the whole roster.
Fire sale, bro. Fuck that.
Fire sale.
I wish I had an air horn right now.
He said, who the hottest basketball player on your team? Dylan.
No, but I mean, like you're looking at if we're looking around like at other teams that the Bulls could trade with. In my opinion, the Knicks. If you play this whole trading deadline right, the Knicks could be good, bro. Like if I'm a player being traded, I don't want to go to Philly right now. It's not my destination. The Celtics, I heard, are buyers. I'm mainly looking at the East, bro. Like the West is all just hits or misses to begin with.
Bro, we about to bring Kelly Olynyk back, man. That's what we about to do.
Do it. You know what I mean? Like, but like the Suns are currently doing all right. Like there's a bunch of teams that are doing okay.
Yeah, the Suns did what they supposed to do. That was good for them.
If anyone wants to put a friendly 10 on it instead of a friendly 5,
what?
I will bet
who is tradable for the Bulls? This ain't on this ain't on
Zach
the script,
LaVine, Caruso, bro. That's the report. Everybody else has these deals going,
bro. DeRozan, LaVine, and Caruso, all them cats is gone. Vucevic is going to be the only person.
No. Hold up, Cap. No, that's not what I said, Cap. No. That's not what I said. I said who is not tradable.
Oh, sorry, sir. Okay.
Are you keeping?
On the
Vucevic.
Who are you keeping?
Nobody.
Vucevic. You not gonna keep Vucevic?
Vucevic.
You getting rid of Vucevic?
You get rid of Vucevic, you might as well get.
Let us get Vucevic.
We already have more wins than
right.
Let the Pacers get Vucevic. We'll take him. Man. We'll take Vucevic for the same amount that we gave Boston for Aaron Nesmith. How about that?
Yeah, y'all shopping like that, then yeah, come on over here and let's do some turkey talking.
Let's talk some turkey. Let's talk turkey. Hey, we'll give you the same deal that we gave Boston. Nesmith is what we'll give you for Vucevic.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'm an Indians fan.
Oh man,
bro, we have
that's a paperclip and a rubber band.
The least amount of money.
We now know if Ace was the GM over there on any basketball team, it wouldn't be no problem of getting a player if they would do what they're supposed to be doing.
I'd be calling up Kevin Pritchard right now. We can get Vucevic right now for a paperclip and a rubber band. Because that's what we got Aaron Nesmith.
No. Add a
bag of Fritos.
We got Aaron Nesmith for a paperclip and a rubber band.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. Yo, real quick, before we keep going, ladies and gentlemen, y'all seen that. Go hit that like, subscribe, follow, alerts, and all that other good stuff that you're supposed to be doing when we come on, so y'all know we on here.
Have we mentioned our the fourth member of the team yet? Our buddy,
buddy, your buddy, Cap's buddy,
everybody's buddy.
Two buddy.
You ready to unlock the full potential of your YouTube channel? Try TubeBuddy, a must-have tool for content creators. Supercharge your video SEO, streamline your workflow, and unleash the power of data-driven decision-making. Click now to revolutionize your YouTube game. Try TubeBuddy.
That's our buddy. TubeBuddy.
TubeBuddy. So, I don't know. We'll see. I like that. I like what you're talking about. Fire sale on the Bulls. We'll see what's going on. We got the trade deadline coming up February 8th. I want to see what's going to happen with the Toronto Raptors roster. You got Pascal Siakam. You got OG Anunoby. I think the only people they're not looking to trade is Barnes and that other big-ass center they got. Can't think of his name. But
that other monster. Yeah, fuck that guy.
The other guy.
Yeah.
Boy.
I wish they trade Barnes for nothing because I'd take Barnes. That motherfucker's a beast. I don't care what nobody say. Shout out to Scotty Barnes. He's a low-key beast. Another breakout player this season that he was good last year, but this year he's been amazing.
Man, Scotty Barnes is an animal. He just needed that time to get right, I think. And he over there, man, he's crazy. He's crazy.
Yeah.
Scotty Barnes is out of control.
Yeah, Scotty Barnes. Shout out to Scotty Barnes. having a career year this year. Um, yeah, shout out having a career year, averaging 19 points and 10 assists, 9.2 assists. So damn near double. One of the best seasons he's having. So shout out to Scotty Barnes. I want to see what they're gonna do over there in Toronto. OG Anunoby is on the list. Piascal is on their list. What's the other guy they got there?
Fred VanVleet.
Fred VanVleet. VanVleet is on the block. So they talking about starting all over. So we'll see. We'll see what happened in Toronto. That's where I got my eyes on. Hopefully the Knicks is willing to give up some pieces again. Trade people that they don't.
Randle, yeah.
Yeah, trade people they don't know how to use because they got a bunch of people on their bench that they don't know how to use, like Obi Toppin. They got rid of Obi Toppin because they didn't know what they was doing with him. And they got a few other players on their bench that I was looking at like, what the hell is they doing? New York. Boy, they need some help. And what they need to do is get rid of Tom Thibodeau.
Man, say that.
Bulls
why
fans,
you even just say that? I'm gonna say this about Timmy.
Get rid of Tommy too.
This guy here, man, just talking to my guy the other day, man, and he was saying that, it was ironic that the same thing that he doing over there to Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle and everybody else over there is the same thing he did to Derrick Rose. And the rest of the Bulls that he had over there, because he had Derrick Rose, Jimmy Butler at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? Like he had a definite squad that it led him to something, and he messed it all up, man. Got Derrick Rose hurt for real. He got Derrick Rose hurt for real. I'm not even
Derrick Rose got injured in a blowout game where he shouldn't even been playing. He should have been on the bench. He should have been on the bench and letting them young boys get in there and get some play time to get ready for the playoffs. Same thing happened with Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson went down, shouldn't have been in the game. The game was over with. They should have cleared the bench, and Jalen Brunson goes down. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Not to mention, you got Williams hurt too out there now. So, I mean, they just got players they don't know how to play right, man. I mean, that's what they do over there. They're not doing things right. They just, Obi Toppin's brother ain't even seen no PT. And they supposedly got rid of Obi Toppin because his brother was better.
Supposedly. And they ain't even playing him.
Ain't even playing him. The man's got 0 minutes this year.
He's got that two-way deal.
Yeah.
He's played 2 minutes. Guess how many points he scored in those 2 minutes? That part. You got it. Ding, 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 ding. You are winner, chicken dinner.
He's got 0 stats other than being on the court for 2 minutes.
He got 1 block. He got a block in his 1 NBA game that he's played in. Yeah. So there we go. We got Monday's games coming up. Let's go over these games we got Monday for the NBA. It's some nice games actually. We just went over the standings, right? So that's what I liked. When you go over the standings and then you look at the games we got here coming up on Monday, we got some big ones here. You got Miami at Charlotte. Miami's trying to climb. Charlotte's on the win streak. You got Indiana at Detroit. Indiana needs a good showing, good outing. Detroit should be a good game for them to get back on track. But the Cleveland and Orlando, ladies and gentlemen, that's a good game. Cleveland's coming off a win. They trying to climb back and get back into the winnings of things. Orlando is the number 2 team in the West right now. I mean, in the East right now. That's going to be a great game. You got Washington and Philly. For some reason, Washington plays Philly real hard. I don't know why. they match up real good because Washington's terrible, but they beat Philly the last time they played. So pay attention to this game. You got Denver at Atlanta. That Denver's not been playing well. Trey Young should be back for that game tonight. Monday night. So check that out. You got Toronto versus New York. New York and Toronto both has been skidding. So that should be a game to see who can get back on track. San Antonio's the second worst team in the league going up against a hot Houston. That'll be one that you really might not want to watch. Dallas is hot. They will be without Kyrie Irving. Doesn't matter. They play the Memphis Grizzlies on NBA TV. If you're having a hard time going to sleep, you should watch that game because Luka Doncic will have 30 in the first quarter and there won't be nothing else to watch. Chicago plays Milwaukee. We just got through talking about Chicago having a fire sale. Milwaukee is ready to start winning. You could tell by the way they was talking. And speaking of which we might want to look at, let's see what happens Monday next show. Is there a little bit of tension in between Giannis and Damian Lillard? Am I reaching or is there something there? I don't know. Clickbait. Come back and check next week. We got Minnesota at New Orleans. That should be a good game. Minnesota is number 1. New Orleans is looking to get back into the wins. They, after looking terrible against the Lakers, pretty sure they're at home and they want to fight. Utah at OKC. For some reason, OKC plays like the Pacers did a couple years ago. They play up, they play down to their talent. That should be a closer game than what it looks like right now. So check that one out. You got Brooklyn and Sacramento. That should be a good game also. Brooklyn has been on a little win streak. Sacramento had lost a couple in a row. They'll be looking back to get to their winning ways. You got Portland at the Clippers. That should be a boring-ass game. But that's your lineup for that's the lineup we got for tomorrow's games. That's your NBA. While we on basketball, y'all know me, Mr. Indiana. I love my Pacers and I love my Fever. And the Fever have the number 1 draft pick again. I don't know if you guys seen that. I think that's the first time 2 in a row. The Indiana Fever. Yeah, that just lets me further know the Indiana Pacers won't get a number 1 pick. Man. Yeah, shout out to the ladies. But they gave it to the Fever 2 years in a row. That lets me know the Pacers probably won't get a number 1 pick in my lifetime. It's okay. It is what it is. Pacers' highest pick they've ever had was last year at number 6. That's tied with Rick Smith's as the highest pick we ever had with Benedict Matthews.
Duncan Dutchman, baby. The Duncan Dutchman.
The highest pick we ever got, number 6. Him and Benedict Mathurin are tied for the number 6 pick, the highest the Pacers have ever received. Can you believe that? Never won a national championship, never had a number 1 pick. I think all teams that have never won a national championship should at least get a number 1 pick at some point in time in their franchise. But anyway, Indiana Fever, number 1 pick. They already got the number 1 pick last year, picked up Aaliyah Boston. This year's looking like Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark, man, she's a boss. Boss.
What do you guys think, man? Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston? You think the Fever's going to pick her?
Can I go ahead and
the Fever get it? The Fever get it, then they're going to be good.
Yeah, jump in.
Get her, they're going to be
good. I think that if you let me dive in on this real quick, like I apologize for interrupting both of y'all. I think that Caitlin Clark is hype. You know what I mean? Like, but it's going to put more butts in seats.
What?
Maybe 12 more per game. The WNBA is just not a draw. I hate to say it, like I'm not trying to sound like a hater right now, bro. Like,
hey, you said Caitlin Clark
is not a draw.
Say?
So
you said Caitlin Clark is what?
First 5 picks.
Caitlin Clark is hype.
Bro, if you're looking at like the draft class of what could be from this year, has she never gotten hurt? Paige Buchers or Beckers or whatever was way more hype than Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark just goes to a different school. Like The WNBA to me is I can't. I'm not going to say it's a joke. I love that they're all like respectable. No, hear me out on this, bro. The money that somebody's going to make in the WNBA is never comparable to what they could potentially make.
Why they got to be a joke?
In college now. So, like, if I'm
Why they got to be a joke?
From UConn, that could be like the next big thing. Or Caitlin Clark, who I believe is only a junior. Angel Reese, I believe, is only junior at LSU, or like has an extra COVID year. With the way everything else worked out, I'm keeping my ass in college and getting NIL money instead of ever going to the WNBA draft.
You're just gonna be over there 32 years old,
bro,
7 years in college.
now.
Oh, you're gonna be over there. You're gonna be over there 32, 8 years in college, damn near balling. Or no,
dude, there's so much more money to be made in college
21,
right now than there is in the WNBA.
24 balling. You know what you're gonna do? Just because of the money good? You not getting a quarter of the money that you would be making in the WNBA that you making in NIL money.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, stay in college. Fuck the draft. Fuck it. Fuck the WNBA draft. Fuck every bit of that. If I'm a WNBA,
what's the joy of staying in college, bro? You playing against kids after a certain point.
Where's your so you see that's where I gotta be honest, Ace. I gotta ask you, what sports did you play?
Growing up, I played football, baseball, basketball. In high school, like sports I played in high school. On like high school teams. Just baseball. Then when I got to college, I played on intramural basketball teams and stuff like that. I've always only ever played team sports other than golf or disc golf.
So look,
disc golf is a team sport.
So no, disc golf is a one-on-one unless it's a
one-on-one. So look. When you play baseball, right?
Yeah,
you want to compete, you want to win. I asked you that question because I know you got to have some kind of sports in you, right? And if you played on any kind of level where you had the chance, the opportunity to be on a higher level, it's that competitive drive. Yeah, the money's good, but you're not playing for the money. You're playing for the money, but you're not playing for the money. You playing because you like to play and you want to win. Right?
Yeah.
So staying in college gets to a point to where there's no competition. You want to go be the best.
Unless you want to be that kid that stayed in college and got their degree and still made more money in college than the pros. There's more money.
No, bro, but that's not what a basketball player at a D1 school is there for. Right? That's not the kind of heart and drive they got. You're not at a D1 school heart and drive just to be there to get your degree and then ride out on a basketball scholarship. If you're there on a basketball scholarship, it's because you love to play the game. You love to compete against the best. You want to win. You want to beat the best. That's why I trip third graders in hopscotch, because I want to win. Whatever it is. And I want to beat the best. And if you're the best third grader, I'm at you. Period. I'm not trying to stay here forever. I'm trying to move up. So those in college, they're not in college for fun. They're trying to get to the WNBA to play. The money is a bonus. And yeah, the money helps. This is what I'm trying to do it for. This is going to be my job, right? But the drive, that's like, I guess because I know some players. I know some guys that play overseas. My brother was a D1. My brother, y'all know, my brother was a 5-star recruit. He said, fuck it, I want to be a doctor. He could have went to Duke. Jordan could have went to Duke, Florida State. He had all kinds of colleges. I think Notre Dame, But he said, I don't want to go to the NBA. I'm not trying. I want to be a doctor.
They didn't have the opportunity to go then. Bro, like you're missing the times. My main point in this entire thing is that if we're talking about a WNBA player, no other sport, no other nothing, and you're Angel Reese, you're Caitlin, State Farm, Jake from State Farm is doing commercials with But old girl from Iowa, Caitlin Clark or whatever the fucking name is.
Well, that's because they can get
You're
deals,
making more
dog.
money on a State Farm commercial.
No, they can get.
Than any
No.
WNBA salary will ever give you. Why would you
No.
They can get
college a year
they can
earlier,
get endorsement
play
deals
somewhere
now.
else and make less money? It doesn't make sense.
Well,
They
she's
can
not
get
going to get the
endorsement
same
deals.
endorsement deal, and she's not going to get the same. So the money in the WNBA when it comes to endorsements, commercials, and shit like that is way more money than you're going to get in the NIL.
That's what I'm saying. If you're Caitlin
That's
Clark,
what I'm saying.
Why leave? Stay in college, make that money.
You gonna make more money. You make more
You're gonna
money.
make more money, bro. Is what I'm telling you.
This is what I'm telling you. In the WNBA, she's going to make more money in the WNBA with an Adidas shoe contract, with what they the Gatorades and all of those other commercials that you're gonna get. It's gonna be way more than that NIL, and you keep forgetting you only get the NIL deal because they want you to make sure they get some bread when you make it to the pros. They're not giving you an NIL because you're just this great college student and we're not gonna want no kickback. You think it ain't no kickbacks in those NILs?
I'm not saying there's not a kickback. What I'm saying is,
so you're not getting an NIL if you're just gonna stay in college forever.
Okay,
and you're never
so hear me out on this. Then we're gonna go ahead and talk one potential NFL draft pick this season, and what it would mean for him to go to the NFL or draft, or just say an NIL. Shedeur Sanders, the quarterback for we're talking about the quarterback for.
You can't do that because Shedeur Sanders will make
he made
way more money in the NFL.
Exactly. For him to stay in college, and he's not going to be the number one pick in the NFL draft. So every pick that you're not after number one, you're losing money. You're losing money. You lose money.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
How
when
you
you're
figure?
When you're Shedeur Sanders and you're in the NFL,
you're making more money in college than you ever will be in the pros right now, bro. I promise you. That's all I'm saying. If you don't get that signing bonus money, you don't get to keep your sponsorship. They're going to move on to another. So if you're with Raising Cane's, and Raising Cane's Chicken Strips is paying you $1.6 million a year, so and so, like Bronny James, I would love to look at his.
I don't want to keep cutting you off, but I got you right here, Sean. Listen, man. Yeah, I don't think you get it, right? This is what I'm telling you. Raising Cane's is not going to give you $1.2 million if they don't think you going to the NFL, NBA, and WNBA. If they think you're going to sit your ass in college and not go pro, they're going to give you $200 and some free chicken every time you come in. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's not why you get this NIL deal. Your name, image, and likeness, and the reason we giving you $2.5 million before you get to the NBA is because we know when you get to the NBA, you're going to bring us more money than this $2.8 million. But if I know that you're just going to be a college player, you're not making enough money just being the face of a college player and never going pro. So I'm not going to give you $2.5 million for you to be staying in college. I'm giving you $2.5 million because you were and you getting ready to go to the NBA, or you getting ready to go to the WNBA, or you getting ready to go to the NFL, or you getting ready to go to the PGA, or you getting ready to go to MLB, but you getting ready to go somewhere professional where they gonna see my name on your shit or whatever you doing promoting. They gonna see me in a bigger spotlight. That's why my company is giving you the money.
Especially when I gotta pay these coaches 50, 60, $70 million. Sometimes even 80, 90, $100 million. You know what I'm saying? Then we getting deals,
Perfect
then we gotta
example.
work. Yeah.
Perfect example. You said Shedeur Sanders. Check this out.
Yeah. Shedeur
Sanders' NIL deal is because he's Shedeur Sanders. He's the son of Dion. And they know damn well. Listen, let me finish. They know damn well he going to the NFL. So his deal. I'm just throwing numbers out there. Shedeur Sanders' deal is probably $2 million. I'm just throwing that out there. I don't know. I'm
1.
just giving a number.
6.
1.6. Okay. Because why? Because of everything I said.
Because
Michael Penix Jr. is a better quarterback, guaranteed to go in the first round, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not making half the money.
His NIL deal probably ain't shit.
Man, Michael Penix ain't getting nothing.
And he's guaranteed to be a first rounder.
I'm looking at the
That's it.
10.
He probably getting a little bit of money right now. He probably getting money that don't nobody even know about, which is smart as hell, because when you do that, you don't need that. That lets you know right there what kind of player that the player is, period. If it's all about, certain things affect you, right? And I ain't mean to cut you off or nothing, King. Neither you, Ace, but I mean, I had to chime in when you said that, because when you mention people like Michael Penix Jr., right? Knowing what his story is, knowing what he came from, and then to see what kind of player he is, oh, whoa. And then you see, people like, what's the cat over there
But
in
his
LSU?
NIL deal, but what we're talking about is the deal. He's a better player. I was just making the fact that Penix Jr. is a better player, right? You know he's going. So if he gets a deal, an NIL deal, and it's for $2.5 million, it's because they know that he's going to be a face moving forward. You're not gonna get an NIL. You're not gonna get an NIL deal
of these deals, bro. Is all I'm saying. So if you're looking
at
what could make still being in college, and the college is paying for their tuition, their food, everything else, their degree, you can still end up with a degree at the end of this. Like, for instance, I'm looking at it right now. Mikey Williams from the University of Memphis he's on a $3.6 million NIL valuation. Caleb Williams, quarterback USC.
Do you know why?
Bro, he's making $2 million in college. It doesn't even have
do you know why? Do you know who Mikey Williams is?
We've talked about that on the show before.
Junior
so
went to
yeah,
school with
knowing
him.
that little bit, so yeah, no, and not
Junior
Mikey Williams
in San Diego.
LeBron James,
freshman quarterback, redshirt almost up until a couple of weeks ago. One of the Manning's youngest quarterback, $3.7 million. He ain't even a starter, bro. They're making millions and millions of dollars in college. Why would you jump out early? The whole thing started with the WNBA draft.
The whole thing started because you were saying, why would they go to the WNBA if they could make more money staying in college? You're not going to make more money staying in college. You're not gonna make more money staying in college if you're not a prospect to go pro. The whole reason you make the money in college is because you're a prospect to go pro. You're not going to get a $3.6 million NIL deal if they don't know that you're pro at some point in time. You know what I mean? You're not getting an NIL deal to stay in college. You're not getting an NIL deal to be a 4-year University of Wisconsin legend without going pro. They're not giving you that deal. They're not giving you that $3.6 million. The whole reason Mikey Williams got $3 million right now is because they know he's gonna be a first-round lotto pick.
Yeah. And Mikey Williams is worth it. He worth it. Man, not to get too hung up on that situation. Man, we can talk about that in the green room, y'all. Save a little bit of that energy for you.
Yeah, bro. We going good.
Save
I like that. I like that.
Patreon.
Shout out.
Save
Ace.
a little energy.
Good shit. Ace.
Yeah,
good
save
shit.
a little energy for the Patreon.
I didn't know you
man.
actually.
No, we got all the energy, bro. It's all good, man. We always agree to disagree.
We got up.
No, not to get hung up on. Not to get hung up on that.
Yeah, we don't want to keep going. We don't want to just stay here. But look, real quick, we got Caitlin Clark leading with 29.6 points. After her, you have that girl at USC. Her last name Watkins, Juju Watkins. She's the freshman. Juju Watkins is a freshman. She cold. She averaging 27.3 points. Olsen over at Villanova, she's averaging 25 points. Walker at East Kansas she's a big girl. Look like she playing center, averaging 24.8. She kind of remind me of Aaliyah Boston, 5'11". Just throw me the ball and
a 5.
And I'm gonna get it done.
Man. A 5'11" center in the WNBA.
No, she's not a center. She's a guard. I said that wrong. She's a guard.
I'm sorry.
She's a guard. I said that wrong. She's a guard. She's a guard.
Oh, you said 5'11" center. I about lost it.
Yeah, I had her wrong.
I apologize. No, that's on me. I thought you said this big bitch, 5'11".
I was correcting myself. I
about went full avatar mode for the rest of the show. I about cried laughing.
I was correcting myself.
Oh, look at this Brittany Griner size bitch, 5'11".
Yeah, I was correcting myself.
Brittany Griner and Alistair Overeem had a baby, and this is her. She 5'11".
You guys. But there we go. That's our WNBA wrap up for this week. Let's jump right into the NFL, fellas. Let's jump right up into the NFL because we got a lot to talk about. Week 14 was this week. We had some good games. We talked about that coming up. We actually had a lot of upsets. We had quite a few upsets this week. I didn't expect to happen. Starting off with the Kansas City Chiefs getting beat by the Buffalo Bills. So on one of the last plays, you had Kansas City lining up, going for it. You had Travis Kelce catches the ball, laterals it. He laterals the ball. They get the ball. They run it in for a touchdown, and Kansas City would have won the game. Unfortunately, there was a flag on the play. Before the play got hiked, before the ball got hiked, there was a player offsides. I don't remember who it was, but there was a player offsides. He was clearly over the line of scrimmage. And the play got called back. That wrapped it up. Bills win 20-17. Patrick Mahomes has been crying ever since. I don't think he stopped crying yet. He just did a live on IG and he was still crying. He had tears coming down his face. I don't know why he was crying. He couldn't even say good game to Josh Allen. He went up to Josh Allen after the game and said, terrible call, worst call I've ever seen. I think he booty hurt. They lost 2 in a row. I guess he forgot what it felt like to lose. This is the first time they've lost 2 in a row since I think his rookie season. They said something crazy like that. He hasn't lost 2 in a row games since like his rookie season. Well, welcome to the real NFL, Patrick Mahomes. Dry up your tears. These is real NFL players, real pros, and they out here to get your ass. And y'all been going to the Super Bowl a lot. So if you think they're not coming for you and people ain't trying to beat you, you know what? Just take it as y'all that good, okay? But y'all blew this one.
Take that.
I don't know if you guys happen to see that game. If anybody want to comment on it before I go to the rest of these scores for week 14.
The problem with you, Pat Mahomes cried at the end of the game. I will give him that. But if you look at the very last play of the game, Von Miller was offsides as well. Doesn't mean you can cry. Like I told y'all last week, I thought the Bills would win. Josh Allen coming off a bye week. They're in the hunt for the playoffs. Like they're not even the 1 seed in their own division. It's crazy that the Cleveland Browns have a better record than the Bills or the Chiefs this season. I just want to throw that out there. This week in the NFL was a lot of fun. Anybody else got anything to say other than die, Eagles, die? One of you guys lost the bet out there.
We ain't got there yet. We got the Buccaneers beat the Falcons at 29-25. We got the Lions upset by the Chicago Bears. That was crazy. Pissed me off.
Jared Goff killed my fucking fantasy team too.
I had Jared Goff as my fantasy quarterback. punk motherfucker.
Yeah, my man Leonard in the building. What's up, fella?
Jared Goff got me beat up this week in fantasy. Thanks, Jared Goff. You didn't do shit. You didn't even show up to the game.
Leonard,
what up,
thanks
Leonard?
for popping in, man.
Welcome back, Leonard. Welcome back. We got the Jaguars. The Jaguars lost to the Browns. That was a good game. That was a good game. Your boy Sunshine actually came back and played. He looked decent on his ankle. I didn't think he was going to look that good, but it don't matter. They lost anyway.
As Browns fan, Joe Flacco just got named starting quarterback for the rest of the season. 95-year-old Joe Flacco out there handling shit today. That game was way closer than it should have been. Just want to throw that out there. But
you're a Cleveland friend.
The Browns were brutalizing him in the first round in the first half, bro.
Yeah, you see his avatar.
Yeah, they fell off a little bit, but shout out to Joe Flacco. Like we love you. We're here with you, and let's go, Flacco.
Oh man, we'll let you touch on that game. You want to talk some more about that game? I mean, that's your squad because we're gonna talk about the Colts when we get there.
No, I don't need to spend a whole lot of time on this game. The Browns were Joe Flacco started off hot as fuck, dude. And then we're lucky that we ended up winning it the way we did. The defense fell off in the second half. David Njoku had him again, which I was proud of. We had, our defense, got 2 or 3 different turnovers. They looked okay, but I'm sorry, you were talking about the Colts, man. I told you last week, I picked the Colts as part of my parlay, and let's go ahead and dive into that, man, if you're ready for it.
Oh, we got the Panthers beat the Saints. I mean, the Saints beat the Panthers 28-6, made the Panthers look irrelevant. That was crazy.
The Vikings game, 3-0.
We got the Jets beat the Texans 30-0. We got the Jets. How about the Jets? Jets, Jets. The Jets have been looking good the last 3 weeks in a row.
Jets still suck, man.
Yo, the Ravens beat the Rams barely.
Boo! Boo!
The Ravens beat the Rams barely, but they came out on top. The Vikings and the Raiders 3-0. I don't even know what kind of game that was, if it was a game.
Justin Jefferson left hurt again on his debut back.
Get well soon. All prayers with Justin Jefferson. Hope it's nothing serious.
We love you.
Yeah, man. I seen that, man. Hopefully JJ ain't too crazy beat up to where it's not like but the way it's sounding, he might be out for the rest of the season. So prayers up to JJ, man.
Last week's
All-Star, ain't got no chance at the playoffs anyway.
Josh Dobbs too, man. Josh Dobbs got fucked up this game too, man. We were just praising him last week.
They're eliminated. Don't matter. Go get healthy. We got the Seahawks and the 49ers. 49ers pulled it off. They look good. They look like the Super Bowl team I got them being. We got the Bills and the Chiefs. We talked about that earlier. We got the Broncos beat the Chargers. And then we got our Colts and the Bengals. The Bengals beat my Colts 34-14.
That's so fucked up, bro. That's so fucked
ugly
up.
Ugly showing in the second half for my Colts.
I agree.
Just an ugly showing.
It started off hot too, man. They were hitting Pittman early and often, and things were looking good.
Yeah, it was looking good for a second. Then
is Joe Browning that dude? That's my next question. Is Joe Burrow's replacement Jake Browning that dude? That's what 2-0 now. 2 massive games.
Jake Browning looked good twice in a row. So
he looked definitely good over there.
The Colts defense is good, bro. They're no joke.
Yeah, Jake Browning looked good. Unfortunately, the Colts kicker who hadn't missed the kick actually missed 2. Field goal and an extra point. It was just one of those games, man.
It
was just one of those games.
It was shaky.
Yeah.
It was shaky.
The third quarter wasn't good for the Colts. They were outscored 14-0 in that third quarter. That basically put the game out of reach. The Bengals locked it up with 2 field goals in the fourth. And Yeah, that was pretty much it. That's pretty much the game. Gardner Minshew, another game, another interception that killed. That wasn't good at all.
He's so much better than Kyler Murray, though, right?
Still better than Kyler Murray.
On a bye week.
Still better than Kyler Murray. I mean,
I had to throw it out there. I'm sorry. I had to take the jab while I had it.
Yeah, still better than Kyler Murray. And then to wrap it all up, ladies and gentlemen, we told y'all the last time we was on here about the big game, the big conference game, the Eagles versus the Cowboys. There was two of us on here that said that the Cowboys at the crib was going to be a little bit too much.
Cowboys definitely was a little bit too much for them Eagles.
While King James has a little bit of technical difficulty.
I'm back.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I was saying, let's go ahead and talk about this total fucking annihilation of
domination.
Caps number one seed. Caps
Super Bowl,
the friendliest of fives a couple days ago. Let's go ahead and talk about that one. Let's go.
The friendliest of fives.
Cap, your parlay pop. I just want you to know your parlay pop.
What parlay?
The Eagles beating the Cowboys and making it to the Super Bowl.
Too bad I didn't have that in the parlay, man. And the Eagles, you know, it wasn't going to be possible to beat them in the Super Bowl, but we knew if I would have knew they was going to be at home, I just knew they was playing against each other. I didn't know they was going to be at home until today when I looked up at the game and I said, "Oh, they in Dallas."
Oh, we said it.
Well, I might have not caught it. I might have not caught it. Yeah. I might have not caught that. But yeah, they definitely got ran over. For sure.
If I may go ahead and take a second to give credit where credit's due. Treehouse Seasonings, Chef Dub, you've been saying for a couple weeks now that Dak Prescott is and has been that dude this season. I'm going to go ahead and give you your flowers on that. Dak Prescott came out, other than one mistake that he had this game, put on a fucking clinic. So, to Chef Dub, Treehouse Seasonings, I want to go ahead and give you that right now. You were talking that for a couple days now, for a week or so now. I got no more respect for you after this game. I too picked the Cowboys, but
this is my celebration.
All right.
This is my celebration, Dad. This is my celebration.
Enough for the daiquiri. Enough for the daiquiri.
Enough for the daiquiri.
It was good.
I would pop my hips. Shit. What the hell he be doing out there? But it worked. Yeah, it was a great game, ladies and gentlemen. Like we were talking about, the Eagles the Cowboys destroyed the Eagles at home. It was a good game to watch if you was a Cowboys fan. Terrible game to watch if you was the Eagles fan. Jalen Hurts just couldn't get anything going. The defense was too much. They were storming him, swarming him. It was crazy for Jalen Hurts. Excuse me.
Rough
it was
day,
crazy for Jalen Hurts. Yeah.
Rough.
Yeah, definitely a rough night. Halftime, the score was 24-6. They come out the third quarter. Philadelphia Eagles recovered a fumble or something like that. Their defense was able to.
It was a fumble.
Yeah, the defense was able to score. That made
good to see a fat guy score too, man. It's always good seeing a lineman score. Fat guy celebrations are the best, bro.
That made it 24-13. And right, just like that, we thought we had a game. Dallas came back down, kicked the field goal. That was pretty much it. 2 field goals later, we got 33-13. and that was the game. Yeah, that was pretty much it. It looks like this is the thing though. If Philly gets to the playoffs and has to play Dallas again, it won't be the same outcome. I'm not a believer in Dallas. I'm not a believer of Dallas in the playoffs. Dak Prescott won't get no love from me in the playoffs yet. Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl champion. I mean, he's not a champ, but he's a Super Bowl. He's a Super Bowl runner-up. He knows what it takes when it gets to the playoffs. He knows what it is. And Dak has won one playoff game, maybe two. He's Tony Romo.
Ooh.
None. So what separates him from Tony Romo?
I think Romo at least has one. I'd imagine.
I'm just saying. I'm not talking regular season. Like I said, y'all know I'm a Dak Prescott regular season guy. But when we get to these playoffs, he's like transforms into Tony Romo.
Transformers into Tony Romo.
Shitty quarterbacks in disguise.
I froze. What happened? There.
I said shitty quarterbacks in disguise.
Right, yeah, right. Oh man.
Big facts for real.
Yeah. So that's your NFL. That's your wrap up for week 14. So on the updated playoff picture, now that we finished up this week, I just had it up, guys. Sorry.
Man, don't worry about it because I got it up. Man, Ohtani 700 of them do.
Hold on, wait. We was talking about the playoff picture in the NFL. The playoff picture. Let me pull this up real quick so we know what we got going on.
Is that what we was waiting on, man? Damn.
You didn't hear me say I got the playoff picture. My computer was acting funny. So here we go.
We got
playoff
the
picture
at the 5 seed, baby. That's all that matters.
Oh man, there we go. I was just man. This guy is gonna be doing this Cleveland shit now all season.
I've never had an opportunity.
I knew I should have kept talking about Ohtani.
Bro,
hey, he about to get Cleveland.
We've made the playoffs like 3 times in my life. Let me enjoy this wild card spot right now. With like 4 or 5 weeks left. Let me celebrate this wild card spot. 3 or 4 years ago, I was like, bust open the coolers. We finally got a win after going on a win list. Like, let me enjoy this one fucking moment for a second, all right? Cleveland Browns currently the 4th seed.
All right, man. You can have that shit. You can have that shit.
As the Kansas City Chiefs and as half these other teams that are in the AFC. Let's throw that out there. Let's go, fucking Browns. Come on, baby.
Oh man. You know what? I feel some type of way now because you know what you do. You deserve that, man. Y'all been through a lot, man.
But if it deserves it, it's me. Just give me that little bit, all right? We're not currently winning the division, but we're like that far out of making the fucking playoffs. Give me that.
I tell you what, man. We've never had to wear bags on our head, brown paper bags on our head. So I'll give you.
I never did it. I don't give a fuck, Bear. I want the world to know.
Brown paper bag.
Tell them.
I'm a Browns fan, bro. Like I'm here, win or lose. Whether we got fucking Jim Brown, whether we got fucking 0-16, I am here. I will always be here. Hashtag dog pound. Let's go, baby.
Ben Brutal.
Let's go, dog pound, baby.
All right, so here we go. If the playoffs were to start, today,
you're absolutely right. Here we go.
In the AFC, you got the Ravens as the number 1 seed, the Dolphins number 2. You got the Chiefs at the number 3 seed We got the Jaguars, number 4. We got the Cleveland Browns at 8-5, second in the AFC North at number 5. Got a hat with the Browns on it and everything. I ain't mad at it. We got
Amen.
number 6. We got the Steelers.
Did you just put that on, or you?
Yeah,
I switched hats. You bet your ass I switched hats.
You went to the phone booth real quick. You went to the phone booth real quick.
Right there,
Oh,
yeah, that one right there. Yeah, no, we switched that.
Oh man, that thing.
I just don't have props ready. Like y'all don't even know. Bro, I got props ready. Anything we want to talk about, let's do. I got shit handy. Let's go.
Bro, he went into the phone booth that had pictures of Jim Brown, Nick Chubb, Myles Garrett, and then Ozzie Newsome in there, dog, and came out like Baker Mayfield.
With the Denzel
he said, all my life.
Denzel Ward hat on. Let's go. Browns, baby. I told you we're sitting at 5. Let's go. We're sitting at 5 again, ahead of everybody else. Don't stop now. Let's go.
They trying to let me down. They trying to take me. No.
Oh man, he wouldn't put on his signed Joe Hayden hat, dog. That he got Josh Cribbs. He got Josh Cribbs' signature on that motherfucker. Okay.
You got the Myles Garrett socks on.
You can't tell me we're going to talk about playoffs and everything, and me not have the Browns hat.
And you're not going to get your Jim Brown
stuff. Next time I pop in, I might be wearing a jersey. We'll see.
Jim Brown,
oh, man.
And wrapping it up right now, the 7th spot is Bang Bang Horseshoe Game.
Come on,
the
now
7th spot right now.
Yeah.
On the bubble, you got the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos at 8 and 9. You got the Bengals and the Bills still clinging on to hope. And the Chargers and the Raiders and Jets, I don't know why they think they still got a chance.
Can we talk about the Horseshoe Gang here for a second?
What about
Did you guys see that play earlier where Gardner Minshew tried standing up and didn't know where the fuck he was, and they did not send him to the center to get checked for concussion?
Hell no, man. Who else we gonna put in there? Shit, he was just a little drunk.
I'm just saying, I saw. You didn't realize he had 2 legs. Tried standing up on his elbows.
Hit him with the smelling salt. Hit him with the smelling salt at the beginning of the game.
That's Gardner. He'll be fine.
Yeah, man. You treat him like a 70s player, dog. You got to treat him like a player from the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Rico,
man. That's
Uncle Rico. He don't need nothing but some smelling salt.
That's it. Look, wakey right on there.
Just give him some smelling salt.
Is all I'm saying.
That's
in a 500 milligram Viking egg. You gonna play?
He's like, all right, let's go. That's how country Gardner Minshew is.
Gardner Minshew still got greenies, dog. Fuck you talking about? He got a whole prescription bottle full of greenies.
Gardner Minshew eats the Flintstone vitamins, bro.
Gardner Minshew still got greenies, dog.
Hey, he's eating the Barneys and the Wilmers, bro, for real. Like, that's Gardner Minshew still. To this day, he don't give a fuck.
He swallows it down with chill out. I better chill out. Daryl Strawberry gonna call that nigga tomorrow.
This man King said this man still got greenies, y'all. What do y'all know about greenies, man? If any of y'all that hit home runs, if any of y'all then it's your best game of your life, if any of y'all done shot all the baskets with no issues, and you done seen the light and one tap, come on. Hey, y'all know what the hell greenies is, man. It's either you stay away from them or stay on them for life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
Oh,
Yo,
whoo! Hey, that is some of the
Gardner
funniest
Minshew.
shit I've heard. Never, man.
Yo, look here.
I need
We
one
got
more. I need one more of them bombs on the way out of that one right there, dog. Hey, that man said greenies, dog. Hey, if you don't know nothing about sports, you got to know about greenies, bro. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
So you
Especially in
got
the NFL. We ain't gonna talk about the
listen,
NFL.
NFL and MLB, baby. That's what it's
MLB,
at.
you ain't go. They friends. You damn near. You know what I'm
They
saying?
go together, dog. See it. Unless you play for the Bills, then you just smoking crack. But
And then you just hanging
anyway,
with Jim Kelly and them. You just hanging with Jim Kelly and them.
hey man, when I don't even want to get started, dog.
You
Just
ain't gonna
know,
go crazy.
So
just know,
as you guys
just know the
I got a little sports memorabilia around me. LT Lawrence Taylor in the movie Waterboy told this team, don't smoke crack. I've met LT in person. He will not inscribe that on a helmet or on a picture. Don't smoke crack is banned. I just want to throw that out there since y'all were talking about LT. You know, the man, the myth, the legend. He will not admit that.
I didn't even say nobody's name, dog. What is you talking about?
All I'm saying is don't ask. Don't ask. I've tried, bro. I've tried. Don't do it. You ever meet LT in person, don't bring that shit up.
Oh. Why?
I didn't do it. I didn't do it this time. I just said if you was a Bill, you smoking crack.
You got the clip today. You got the clip today. Hey, once again.
Well, man, Todd Ace O'Neal came with the cane with.
Hey, so you got the clip today, dog. You got the clip of the day. Hey,
hell yeah, let's go, boy.
Look, that's where crack was back from. Ain't they didn't tell him, man? Look, look, and that was illegal. That was legal in the game. Hey,
man,
if you wouldn't hire me for the game, it was a problem.
Hey, man.
Shout out to Leonard Webster, man. We love you for tuning in, bro. For real.
Why the hell you think the Bills lost 4 Super Bowls? How the hell do you lose 4 Super Bowls, dog? It's called crack.
Drug test.
Anyway, back to the playoffs.
Jim Kelly all retarded and shit. Sorry. We could talk about a million different days, but
what is going on?
Pull it together, fellas. Pull it.
I got my shit together. I'm ready to move on. Are you guys ready to move on?
Pull it together, guys. Here we go. Over in the NFC, the playoff hunt. Woo. Number 1 team. The team I got winning it all this year, the 49ers, are sitting at number 1 at 10-3. At number 2, the Dallas Cowboys, after beating the Philadelphia Eagles, move up to the 2 slot. You got the Lions at the 3 spot at 9-4, even though they got embarrassed by the Bears today. You got the Buccaneers at 4 at 6-7. We got the Eagles at 5 at 10-3. We got the Vikings.
That division.
Ain't that some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, they don't deserve a home game. Whoever wins that division don't deserve a home game. Let's look at that.
Yeah, well, the Bucks.
That's such a shit division. Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, the Bucks.
Yeah.
Right. So I don't know how that happened, but the Bucks is there at number 4. Oh,
they just won today.
The Dolphins don't play until tomorrow. Then you got the Eagles.
Yeah.
And you got the Eagles at 10-3 at number 5. We got the Vikings right now at 6 at 7-6. The Packers at 6-6. On the bubble.
Packers play tomorrow too. Yeah, Packers play tomorrow too.
Yeah, the Packers is the 7th seed. Wow, look at that. On the bubble, you got the Rams, all that talent and no wins at 8. You got the Seahawks with
they lost.
Hey, the Rams gave Baltimore a fucking game.
Not horribly. They had a good ass game today, but I'm saying they lost in the worst way today.
The Seahawks, like I said, they was going to do, lost to the 49ers, the tale of two Genos. Oh,
Geno was
man.
out, though. It was Drew Lock.
And he ain't no better. And then you got the Atlanta Falcons. They at 10, the Saints 6 and 7 at 11, and the Bears keeping hope alive. I don't know why at 5 and 8. And yeah, nobody else needs to be talked about. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's a wrap up of the NFL. Who's in, who's out, playoffs. Now, Cap.
Oh yeah.
You was telling me something. It's your turn, man. You wanted to talk about baseball.
Well, I'm dropping those like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't go to no damn where and get no $700 million to play for 10 years. You know, if you do the division and the mathematics and the geometry and the trigonometry and all that other good shit, the fractions, you know, the decimals, that's how many eighths? $2 and at least like 30 cents, 30 to 50 cents.
Let me go ahead and break down this Shohei Ohtani deal for you, okay?
Please.
Over the next 10 years, right? Per game, Shohei Ohtani will be making $432,098 per baseless. This works out to per second in the next 10 years. A second, like 1,000. Shohei Ohtani just made $2.22 per minute. Shohei Ohtani makes $133.18 per day. Whether he's playing baseball or not playing baseball, Shohei Ohtani is about to make $191,780.82. This is the most ridiculous fucking contract in sports history. But he deserves it. He earned originally, like the original numbers were like looking at like $550. If the Dodgers are signing him for this, that means they also want him to pitch, which is going to threaten, potentially threaten Ohtani's health. But he's had 2 Tommy John surgeries already. You know what I mean? But like if you sign that as a DH, that is the most ridiculous move ever. That's so much more money than any other MLB history has ever made. If you just want him to hit and play outfield like he can. If you also want him to pitch, knowing that he's had 2 Tommy John surgeries, you got the biggest balls on the fucking planet, is all I'm saying. The Dodgers already have Mookie Betts. You got whoever else, Freeman. You have
they good over there.
You got hitters, and if you're not signing no,
it don't matter. They don't have no pitching though. They pitching is garbage.
But Ohtani was he was the starter.
Ohtani is a two-way. He a two-way player, bro.
You're paying him to pitch.
It's not about one pitcher though.
Had 2 Tommy John surgeries, but started the All-Star game to be a pitcher and also a starting DH or an outfielder. This dude is one of one, man. Like there's Babe Ruth back in the day.
In the playoffs, how many games? In the playoffs, how many games can Ohtani pitch? In the playoffs, how many games can Ohtani pitch?
We're going to have to see after that Tommy John surgery. But right now, if you're looking at him to play
I'm just saying
first base, which requires 0 skill, right field that requires 0 skill, you're just having him as a DH. He is the most.
Hear me out.
Yeah, he can be a closer.
Hear me out.
Go ahead.
Hear me out. Ohtani healthy. How many games can he pitch in the playoffs?
How many games in the season do MLB play total? Period.
In the playoffs, how many games in the playoffs can he pitch? If we're in the playoffs, if the Dodgers make the playoffs,
I'm gonna say 10.
If the Dodgers make the playoffs in a 7-game series, how many times are you?
They're gonna use them to get ahead in the beginning. I'm gonna say the first 10 games of the season of the playoffs.
No, 7-game series. 7-game series. How many games are you gonna get him to pitch?
5.
He's not pitching 5 games in a 7-game series.
Are you saying we got to pick 7-game series? Or are you saying each game out of each series?
I'm looking up career stats right now.
Say they made it to the World Series. Say they made it to the World Series and each of
the
series.
Your ace is only gonna pitch. Your ace is only gonna pitch at the most 3 games in a 7-game series. At the most 3. at the most.
One of those is in relief.
I just said 5
exactly
because
most
I thought
of the
you was
time.
Who else has a
basing
bat
game.
like him? Name another pitcher
Like
that has
game-
a bat like
game
him.
to game.
Hear me out though. Let me finish, fellas. I'm making a point here. Ohtani is only going to pitch 2 games in a 7-game series if he's pitching, right? If they get Ohtani to pitch in a 7-game series that you need in the World Series or before the World Series, and if he's got to pitch before the World Series, right? So the problem you run into with the Dodgers is their pitching. They never had a problem scoring. They've never had a problem hitting. Why did they get their ass beat? Thank you. 1, 3, 5, and 7. And he's probably not even going to pitch 5 and 7, Leonard. You know that, right? So let's just be honest, right? He's probably going to pitch 7. He's probably going to pitch 1, 3, and 7, right? If it goes 7 games. But hear me out, right?
If his arm's good enough to go.
Why did the Dodgers lose last year? Kershaw got his ass killed.
Man, Kershaw got murdered.
Yeah. No, it's lack of run production.
Kershaw got murdered.
Lack of run production. How many runs did they fucking give up?
They lost to
They pitching was garbage.
Yeah,
they
lost to an in-division opponent.
Their pitching got to the playoffs. Their pitching got to the playoffs and was boo-boo. So you can get all the bats you want. That's not their problem. Their problem is pitching. The Dodgers' problem is they pay Kershaw and they pay the other guy, the other funny guy, right? Yeah, Scherzer. What's his name?
Max Scherzer.
Scherzer, right? Max Scherzer, right? They paid them all of that money. And both of them Cy Young winners, and neither one of the motherfuckers showed up in the playoffs.
They're both hurt,
right?
And that's what I'm saying. With Ohtani, who just blew out his Tommy John again, you're getting another pitcher that's also hurt. But half that contract has to be pitching stats. And he did make the All-Star game as a pitcher last year, but he also made the All-Star game as a DH or like the best hitter.
He also wasn't able to finish the season. And he also wasn't able to finish the season.
The Dodgers just overpaid $200 million for this dude. Because guess what?
Doing all of that. That's what I'm saying. He did all of that last year and wasn't able to finish the season. He wasn't able to finish the season.
Because, bro, I'm saying he's batting and he's pitching. The problem is he's still a young dude. He's like 25, 26, I think. But if you've already had 2 Tommy John surgeries and you're paying this dude $700 million, that $700 million is X amount per win as a pitcher while you're still DHing on your days off. This motherfucker is never going to get a day off. And if he does, what does that actually mean? Like nothing. Because he's still going to be fucking exhausted. He's still going to be tired. They overpaid by about $250 million in my opinion.
250.
You look at what the Cubs were offering, what other teams were offering. You overpaid like a motherfucker. And I wouldn't have even had his pitching stats as a part of my contract negotiations. I've been like, look, you are the best hitter in baseball. We want you to play right field. We want you to do this. Money. Every now and again, we may pull you out of the bullpen. The Dodgers signed this contract with Ohtani as their number 1 or 2 pitcher starter in mind, and way the fuck overpaid, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna deny this is a once in a generational talent, but you way the fuck overpaid.
I mean, he got the largest contract in baseball history by more than $250 million.
Sports history. Sports.
I mean, he's topped the 12-year for $426.5 million extension to Mike Trout.
For the next 10 years, he's about to be making $2.22 a minute, whether he's playing or not.
Man, how much money do you get to pitch?
He's averaging that's $70 million.
I got a question. How much money do you get? How much money do you get to pitch for 6 months? I'm asking for my career move.
You're right.
I don't know.
So look.
Yeah.
So look. Check this out. Here's some stats for you. Here's some stats for you, right? He's more than $250 million a year over the $426 that Mike Trout got, right?
And they were smart. They were smart. The Dodgers were smart, and they put that on a back pay.
So look.
So this year's not going to fuck too terribly bad.
He's $250 million more than Patrick Mahomes, who was a $450 million man, right? He averages 70 million, right, a year. He's going to average 70 million a year, right? Which is, it eclipses the 43.3 million that Justin Verlander and Max Scherzer made, right? And he makes more than the Baltimore Orioles and the Oakland Athletics had on opening day of 2023.
Their entire team salary. Their entire team
Orioles
salary, bro.
Whole payroll was 60.9 million. The Oakland A's entire payroll
I get it, bro.
was 56.9 million, and this guy's making 70. He's making more than a whole baseball team.
A whole franchise.
Wow.
An entire
Put that in perspective.
Dude.
Put that in perspective. And that motherfucker won't even let me hold 1,000. Punk bitch. How you making 70 million?
Won't even buy me a couple $5 scratch offs for fun. Fuck this,
man.
dude.
All I need you to do, man, all I need you to just do is just drop 500,000 at my door, man. That's it, man. Just drop that real quick, man. We
That's
can
like
settle
$50
right
to you, dog.
Right. We can settle right now for 500,000.
For
man,
the
just
next
give me
10,
50.
For the next 10 years, this dude, whether it's baseball season or not, is making $7,990.87 per hour for the next.
He over there already in his home.
That man won't even let me hold that though.
No, he don't give a fuck, bro.
He already in this country though. He already in this country, man, over there living like Stephon Marbury.
You have to fight him in Mortal Kombat, bro. That's what that comes down to.
He already Stephon Marbury.
He's the most humble dude ever. He's like Nikola Jokic, man. Like last year in the playoffs, he's like, "Fuck, I have to go to a parade. I just wanted to go play with my horses." He is so fucking well grounded and everything else. Like this dude, out of anybody in sports, earned that money. He is so fucking nice and proper and polite. He is like the best dude you would ever meet.
Man, shout out to Ohtani, man. Getting that
shout
money,
out
man.
The $700 million man that won't let me hold $7,000.
Money.
Bro, tag him in the comments. Let's see.
Speaking of money, where the parlay at?
Say what?
I'll be ready for this one.
Hey. Who want to spend the money? Hey, who want to spend the money?
Hey, you're talking about money.
Who the parlay at?
Well, where's that, Ace?
Yeah.
What you got for us over there, man?
I'm gonna go ahead and start y'all off this week, man. Like, I was a little bit unprepared last time. We're good now, though. I actually found a bet on DraftKings. There's already a pre-made thing. And ironically enough, it said 666 people, so 666 the devil, bet on this exact thing. I renamed it Miami Vice. I don't know exactly what it was called. But my parlay for tomorrow is Tyreek Hill, Dolphins, anytime touchdown scorer. Devon Chain, 60-plus rushing yards. That's in the bag, bro. That's not even the question. The Dolphins were originally at like 13.5. I got them at 6.5 versus the Titans as a part of this parlay. We're going to go ahead and transition to NBA, like Miami Vice. Jimmy Butler over 24.5 points tomorrow against Charlotte. Heat to win, money line against Charlotte. $10 will pay $81.54 on this. That's plus 715 odds on the Miami Vice parlay. We're including a little bit of NFL, a little bit of NBA, and Jimmy Butler exceeding his expectations from what he's currently been doing. Earlier in the show, you were talking about heat or hot. Charlotte's been on the come up. This, like I said, 10 to win 81.54. That's $8 per $1, man. You can bet less than that if you want to, but I'm going to go with that Miami Vice for tomorrow.
And how much was it? Plus what?
Plus 715. So $10 would win $81.54. if my 5-leg basketball NBA parlay hits. Tyreek Hill averages over a touchdown a game. David Achane, when he plays, averages like 82 yards rushing, so that 60 should be legit against the Titans, who just gave up a bunch of fucking yards to Joe Flacco and the Browns. That -6.5 should be a joke. I think we're really just coming down to a Heat to beat Charlotte and Jimmy Butler over 24.5. So Jimmy Butler, have you a day tomorrow.
Nice.
That's my Monday where the parlay at.
Okay. I like it. I like it. I need some money. Sound good.
I can dig it.
That's where the parlay at. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all heard the man. Y'all heard the man. Go get that. Go get that money.
Please do.
Miami Vice, baby. Let's go.
Man, well, I'm sharing mine next, or is it you?
Go ahead, Cap.
Well, you know, I started off with the NBA, of course, you know, because that's where the most is at right now. I got the Mavericks on the money line, you know. Then I got the Sac Kings. You feel me? I got them on the money line to win against the Nets. I got the Thunder going over the Jazz, you know. Then I got the Spurs, Rockets, Spurs over the Rockets. I had to show love to my mans, you know what I'm saying? I went and got the Pacers for the money line over the Pistons. I got the Sixers over the Wizards, of course, because I don't think the Sixers are going to let that happen at all. I got Miami over Tennessee. I never seen Tennessee give Miami a hard time. I think they played them a couple times. My man Talks with Finesse in the building. Yes, sir.
Shout out
Yes,
to
sir.
Talks with Finesse, man.
Man, go follow, like, comment, subscribe, the whole everything. And my man Webster over there, you know, a.k.a. Rothstein. Go follow the Ghost Faders, you know, Traction and everything else that they got going on. And the whole movement they got going on, man. Go look him up. He definitely, you know, on Facebook. You know, Sam Rothstein on Facebook, man. Y'all go lock in with him, man. Man, the long way.
Yes, sir. What's
But yeah,
what's the plus
oh yeah,
minus?
my fault. My last pick is the Packers over the Giants, and that's my football
Money
for the
line?
8-pick parlay, and it's at a plus 2609. That's my whole upside. $10 is gonna get you 270.
You going Packers money line or you going point spread?
I'm going Packers money line all day.
There we
They're
go.
gonna win the whole thing. Yeah,
I think that's all. I think that's the safe way to go. That's all day, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna win that. I believe that.
Okay.
Chef Dub, Treehouse Seasonings. What are you thinking?
All right. So, see what we got over here for you. What I got over here. One moment. I had to get it together. Pulling it back up. Now, what I did was I went a little bit different than what my guys did here. Ladies and gentlemen, I went with all NBA. I decided to stay away from little player props, and I decided to go all straight NBA this week. So we got some good games coming up Monday. We decided to start off at the 7 o'clock games. I got the Indiana Pacers money line over the Detroit Pistons. I want to take those points, but I'm just not feeling it right now. Coming off the in-season tournament, I want to see how it works. I got the Philadelphia 76ers at home, money line versus the Washington Wizards. By the way, this is 12 teams, all NBA.
12.
I did a 12-teamer. Hey, you'll hear me out. Hear me out.
Hey,
I got a 12.
Keep swinging, baby.
I got a 12-teamer here, and with all of them, we're going We're going straight game lines. So, like I say, I got the money line with the Sixers at home. I got the Miami Heat beating the Charlotte Hornets. It's going to be a close game, but I got the Miami Heat pulling it off. Robinson been in a groove. Jimmy Butler's been on a mission. I like the Heat. I got the Orlando Magic -2 against Cleveland at home. I just got them beating Cleveland. They're feeling good. They on a win streak. I like Orlando at home against Cleveland, 2 points. I'll take the points. I'll take the spread. I got the Nuggets in a close game against Atlanta in Atlanta, but I got the Nuggets pulling it off on the money line. I got the Toronto Raptors and the Knicks. I got the Knicks beating the Raptors at home. I got the Bucks beating the Bulls at home, money line. I got the Dallas Mavericks with the 2.5 point spread against the Memphis Grizzlies. The Houston Rockets, I got them at home against the San Antonio Spurs. Spurs have been losing. Houston Rockets are hot right now. I got the OKC Thunder. They smelling themselves, beating the Utah Jazz at home. And then I got your Sacramento Kings at home, beating the Brooklyn Nets. And last but not least, I got your LA Clippers at home against the Portland Trail Blazers. As you notice, I picked a lot of home teams for my money lines today. The only ones I don't got, which y'all know, personal for me, the Pacers, but they playing the worst team in the league, the Detroit Pistons.
Absolutely, go for it.
And the only other team I got that's not home, I got the Dallas Mavericks, who are playing the spiraling Memphis Grizzlies at the crib. Even though they won't have Kyrie Irving, you got Luka Doncic averaging 30 points and 6-7 assists.
You can't do nothing with that.
Can't do nothing with that. So that's my 12-team parlay. Plus 686, 6894 odds, 6,894 odds. That means $10 will win you $699.
Let's fucking go, baby. Come on.
Let's go.
Let's go.
You trying to get
$10
rich.
to win you $699 on this 12-team parlay. I tell you what, if we're not back on this thing for a week, then you know I hit that thing.
Zulu time. Appreciate you popping in, my man. We just got more visitors in the chat. That's all. I'm shooting out the chat. That's it.
Yeah. Anybody that's watching right now live, man, we appreciate you. We love you all. If you have any questions for the team, throw them out there in the chat.
Definitely. Shout out to everybody watching. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, follow. Y'all make sure y'all share everything that y'all see us doing on here. Let your friends know we on here. Big shots out. So that's where the parlay at. Well, man, can we get some music to get up out of there with that parlay, man? That shit was jamming. I like that shit, Jay. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Ace Juice with one. You got Cam. You got mine. 12 teamers. Y'all pick what you like. Go ahead, rewind it if you need help. But we out here for y'all. Now, all of them hit, and you bet on all of them. Make sure you like, subscribe. Let us know that you hit, and we'll give you our Cash App so you can go ahead and send us a couple dollars.
That part.
If you lose that, that's on you, man. Like, we're just 3 dudes.
You thought we was gonna say we was gonna. You thought we was gonna say we was gonna see you was cutting off. We trying to get some of your dollars.
We're 3 dudes shitting around. We
you hit off our parlay. We trying to get some of your dollars. That's it.
I can say that my DraftKings makes more money than it loses. I can say that for you, but
about even. I just checked mine, but I've been on DraftKings for a couple years now, so I'm about even. When I looked at it, I'm like even. I was like either $40 in the hole or $40 a hit.
I put $25 in DraftKings when I started, and I'm at $4.95. I've been down as low as $20. I've been up as much as $600. But I consistently keep making money. I've never cashed it out. And if you guys really want to make some money, tune in later on this week. We talk UFC 296. That's where the money's going to be.
Speaking of, if you really want to make some money on some gambling, ladies and gentlemen, did y'all happen to see the fight between Devin Haney and Regis Prograis last night listen here, right? Look here, right? What did I tell y'all was gonna happen, man?
Listen, man. They call
Listen,
me
man.
They call me the can. Anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can get it.
Thanks. My man, AB, about business, always balling in the
Come on now.
building, baby. Y'all know what it is, man. Talking about boxing, not practice.
Not
We
practice.
talking about throwing them things, dog.
Real life
And
ass
did y'all see them things that got thrown? Haney versus Prograis.
Hey, and I told him it was over before the fight. Even when the fight got booked, it was over with. But we knew that Haney was gonna throw them hands on Prograis, and it's funny because it was a thing I watched or seen earlier, and it had Haney's last 3 to 4 opponents, and Lomachenko face and Regis Prograis face looked the exact same way. Camboza's face was probably beat up because he got beat up a little bit more than both of them guys, but they trying to make it seem like that's what happened to Tank it. Okay.
Now we ain't gonna go there now. What I do want to touch on is, ladies and gentlemen, last time we was on here on Where the Parlay At, we had a little fun fucking with Cap because we had already agreed on a parlay, and then we ended up making the parlay. But during that time, I couldn't find it. I told y'all, ladies and gentlemen, go back, rewind it, pick it, because if you want some money, if you did what I told you to do, you want some money, and I need to give you my
want some money.
Right. But I told you, ladies and gentlemen, Regis Prograis was going down, and Devin Haney was going to win by unanimous decision. I said that. Those are my exact words. Y'all can go back and run it. I said what I'm looking for is Regis Prograis to get dropped and Haney to win by unanimous decision. But all they had was Prograis getting dropped twice and Devin Haney winning by decision. And I said, I don't see Prograis getting dropped twice, but I definitely see Prograis getting dropped and Devin Haney winning by unanimous decision. I've been saying it ever since they announced the fight. Devin Haney is a unanimous decision winner. That's what he do. He showed he got a little bit of accuracy and can punch you in the same place. And by punching you in the same place, it will fuck you up. We're not going to sit there and act like he got knockout power, but he got accuracy. He's kind of like not Pretty Boy. Pretty Boy knock you out, but like Money May. Money May can wobble you. He can drop you because it's a stiff punch in the same spot every single time, right? And that's what he did.
Those jabs and those hooks were fucking ridiculous.
Shout out, he looked good as a boxer.
Yeah, he looked good
as a boxer. He looked good as a boxer. As a boxer,
he did what he was supposed to do to me.
What he did, and Prograis had Bambi legs. He had Bambi legs after round 2.
He was on skates after round 3, bro. After round 3, he on skates for 9 rounds.
Yeah,
I say I give him a round 4.
He had the Bambi legs going. They were going.
I give him the 4.
You know,
he gave him the 4th, but none of the judges did. That was 120 to what? 107. What the fuck they call that at? Yeah, 120 to 107. Bro,
Prograis wasn't ready.
UD 120 to 107.
Yeah. Prograis didn't bring his hands, and he did worse than Shakur Stevenson. We thought Shakur Stevenson set a record.
10% punches, man. 10%.
Wait, he landed like 28 strikes the entire fight. That's fucking
10%.
That's ridiculous.
36.
It was less than that.
Yeah.
30.
That was a total.
What?
That was a total.
Bro, you landed that many strikes, not in the first round, not in any round.
10%. What's 10% to $1? What's 10% to $1? That means 10% to $1 is what? 1 cent.
10 cent, nigga.
Near, right?
10 cent.
So look, that means he threw 1 punch, 1 to 3 punches every round, and landed.
And there were 3 or 4 times where Haney just let him go. He didn't try to knock him out. He just let him be on skates and just ended the round that way.
Look, you do the math. Three punches per round. It's 12 rounds.
Man,
That's
fuck,
36.
that's too much math. Fuck that 10%, nigga. We
Hey,
seen that.
30,
Fuck all of that.
36.
I
Hey,
don't want
look,
to hear fuck
it's
all.
36.
Fuck
Hey,
that
it's
10%.
exactly.
36
we gonna
punches.
talk.
Hey, it's
He
exactly
threw
what he
36
threw.
punches.
Exactly what he threw.
The whole
It's exactly what he
fucking
threw.
fight. 36
Look,
punches.
it's exactly
That's
what
it.
he threw. It's
I
exactly
ain't
what he
trying to do
threw.
that math. The
You
nigga
ain't
threw
got to do no
36
math, nigga.
punches.
I'm just
Where
saying
the
that's
fuck?
exactly what he
What
threw.
fight
That's
was you
exactly
in?
what he
I've
threw.
seen motherfuckers throw 36 punches in one round. What the fuck was that?
Bro,
What you talking
can we
about?
be
What
real
you
for one
talking about
second,
right
though?
now?
That entire time, Ryan Garcia
I
was in
said 10%.
No. I'm
I
saying
said-
Regis Prograde through 30. Regis, fuck that 10%. Regis Prograde through 36 punches the whole fucking
I'm talking
fight.
on. That's what I'm talking about. The 10%. I ain't on Regis
36.
Prograde. What you
Fuck that
talking
10%.
about?
Yeah.
36%. 36.
Man, fuck that.
36.
Look, because you cut off. Look, you cut
punches.
off what I was
Who
saying.
the fuck?
I was asking you to do the
I've
math
seen
to
niggas.
see about how it go to
Nah,
that.
I ain't doing no math.
And when you do the math, it go to 36, and Regis Prograde landed 36 punches, right? 10%.
That's it. The whole
equal
fight.
up to fucking 36. The whole fight.
The whole.
That's where I was getting at.
I've seen niggas throw 36 punches in a round. And you threw 36 punches the whole fight, nigga.
The whole fight.
What the fuck?
I've seen a crackhead throw 36 punches at the air in 5 seconds.
Bro.
This Prograde, after like a minute and 17 into the fight, is like, I'm just gonna make a paycheck. Fuck this. And didn't try to do shit.
What paycheck? It was already everything was already paid for.
Yeah, no,
they already got paid. Everything was already paid for. The ass whooping was already paid for.
In my opinion,
I already told you. Man, the fight was over when he got put.
He bowed down to somebody that was better than him. And after the third round, like when he got knocked down or whatever, he should have just been done. No, he stuck in there.
The fight was over when he got put.
And Devin Haney has already proven, like pay-per-view wise, he can sell cards. So Devin Haney is a big fight for
sell shit.
He didn't sell not a damn thing.
He didn't. But wait a minute. Wait a minute, man.
Haney Garcia.
Haney
Garcia is going to
see. This is where I need you to go look at all of that information that I'm trying to get you caught up on Twitter. Because if you see, tickets was fucking $57. Like Gervonta Davis said, it should have been sold out at $57 a ticket. I could have went to that fight. I got enough money to go to that fight. I couldn't go to no Tank Davis fight. Shit. Hell, I couldn't have went to the Canelo fight. You know how much a Canelo ticket costs? You know how much a Tank Davis ticket costs? You know how much a Floyd Mayweather ticket costs? You know how much a Terrence Crawford ticket costs? Me and Cap the Great tried to go see the truth. You know how much it costs to go see the true fight? It ain't $57.
It's funny that you mentioned Crawford because Crawford got called out after that fight.
Man, who ain't calling out Crawford, dog? Fuck Devin Haney and who the hell he be calling out. That motherfucker
After the fight, the one thing I think Haney can hang his hat on, though, is that Ryan Garcia called you out, Crawford called you out. We have all these possibilities. And Haney was just like, I'm comfortable where I'm currently at. You want me to move up to 147? We'll see what happens. I'm comfortable at 140. Like at 135, I was not the beast that I currently be at. You know, he just gave up.
You know why he's comfortable at 140?
He just sacrificed all those belts. Those belts don't mean shit to him, bro. I'm not saying he's ready for Tank. I'm not saying
he already. Look, wait, hold on. Look,
I think Haney would wax Garcia.
Stop drinking the Kool-Aid. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid.
Let me share a little bit with him. Hold on. Let me give him a little bit of knowledge real quick. Let me give him a little bit of knowledge. First off, Tank, right, was the first person to have all the belts out of any of them cats. He dropped all the belts when he got them, right? If you want to do your own homework, you can to find this out. He dropped all the belts first because, right, he was like, I don't even want it. And you got to pay for that, dude. So why I got to be this ultimate champ and I got to pay for the belts too. Ain't y'all supposed to be paying for that for me while I'm celebrating? Oh, I guess that ain't how it go. So boom, he dropped all that, right? After he dropped all that, they start getting everybody the chances to get the belts. All of a sudden, they land back over here to Devin Haney because who he had Cambosis and everybody, Tiafimo and all them. You know what I'm saying? They was all going at it. Am I correct? Right? I'm correct, right, King? Because they was all going at it for a minute, right?
So no, so you forgot the fact. So look, what you got to realize is
I
first of
forgot
all,
something. Yeah,
them belts that Devin Haney got, the first one he got to be able to even go start fighting people, he got the same way that Boots Enos has
that's
a
what
belt.
I meant.
It was
Yep.
dropped. Okay, so first of all, Tank Davis got rid of the belts. He released the belts. I don't want the belts. He didn't lose.
No.
He just said, I don't want the belts because you got to pay for them. And I don't need the belts to show that I'm the best. I'm the best. Y'all know I'm the best. Right. And
Right.
I make more money. These belts don't bring me money. These belts bring y'all money because y'all need these belts to get big fights. Right. But he had already established himself. So Devin Haney gets these belts in the mail. He was the first Cracker Jack champion. Right. So he gets the belts in the mail. He goes overseas and he fights overseas. He fights one of the biggest names overseas on the 2-fight clause, right? Which makes sense. It's smart, right? Because if you go overseas and you beat the guy overseas, you've beaten a mogul, like you've beaten like the Michael Jordan over there. So you got to fight it again. You got to run it back. You know what I'm saying? The same way we said on another episode where I was telling Cap, had Devin Haney fought Shakur Stevenson and Shakur beat him, people aren't going to be saying, oh, we want that rematch. We want that rematch. We want that rematch. You go overseas and you beat the guy overseas, the whole country behind him for the rematch. So that's even more money than over here. When we got so many good fighters, you're not going to get the whole country behind you for the rematch. Over there, they only got the one person. So he goes over there, he fights Gambosos. After Gambosos got the belts from Tio, he didn't want to fight Tio when Tio had the belts. So you can listen to all this shit that Devin Haney dad and all of them be talking now, but Devin Haney picks and chooses which fights to fight to stay away from the people that can knock him out or that will beat him, right? Yep. So he ducks and he dodges and he says everybody else is ducking and dodging, and then he goes fight people with belts or he moves up weight when, like right now. Why is he comfortable at 140? You know why he's comfortable at 140? Because it ain't nobody at 140.
Yeah.
Right? Ain't no T.O. at 140. Yeah, T.O. can come and fight at 140.
King James, you froze, sir.
It's okay. We got this. No, like I completely agree with what you're talking about. The other day we were talking about how it's extremely interesting where that weight class is nowadays. You got after the fight, man, you were talking about Crawford versus Haney at 147. You're talking about Haney versus Garcia at 140. You have the world is your oyster at this point in time, in my opinion, if you're Devin Haney. You can talk yourself. Obviously, his fights have been selling. People are watching him. He's been doing good in arenas. If you're Devin Haney, what do you have to lose by fighting Ryan Garcia? He brought up in his press conference, like, oh yeah, no, he wants to fight me after the loss. I ran into him at the grocery store the other day. He didn't have anything to say about fighting me. No, what it is that will sell tickets, bro. That'll put asses in seats. Garcia versus Haney. I'm off Haney. I got nothing but respect for the guy. He's going out there. He's handling business, and not saying he's the greatest at any weight class or whatever, but he's making a case for being that dude. So I would love to watch Haney fight anybody that steps in at that point in time.
Well, I mean, at this point, he will have to fight somebody that step in because
I think it's the message we got earlier where there's after he won this belt, there's an automatic clause that he fights some fucking scrub. I think that's garbage.
Right.
But
well, at this point, it's not. He not gonna fight no scrub or nothing like that, bro.
no, he's a
It's
draw,
not.
bro.
It's no scrubs. It's
Yeah,
no
he's for
scrubs
real.
to
Like
fight
Devin
unless it's
Haney
an
at this
older
point in time,
person or something.
he's a draw, dude. Like I think that
Unless it's somebody
everything he's
like a
doing.
Keith Thurman or somebody that's just trying to get in where they fit in, bro.
Yeah,
It's not gonna be no scrubs at this point. It's a lot of heavy hitters of right now, bro. That's in the mix, and I
I'm for
promise,
it. I'm for it, bro.
man, there's no joke. Like it's no joke right now in that division.
The one thing
Like I say, you still got Tank.
the one thing that I will note on Devin Haney is the fact that you had Prograis 2 or 3 different times where you could have
Right.
just gone for the kill and you didn't. The announcers kept saying this. Oh, this is where Prograis wants him, so he's just going to back up. Devin Haney just
Yeah.
outpointed that dude, bro. 120 to 107. You beat that dude's fucking ass. There wasn't even a discussion that you did not win a round. Like he's good, bro. Like he's good. Does he have what it takes to beat that next level talent? Hopefully, we'll see soon. I would love to see fights between him and these other up and coming guys. Is all I'm saying. I think he's worked his way into that discussion. And remember
Yeah.
earlier in the year, Garcia versus Davis was that fight to watch. With all these pay-per-view contracts, Showtime, everything else, get rid of this shit. It's up to the fighters to make good cards now, and I'm for it, bro. Like let's see the best we can get.
Mm-hmm.
I love that nobody's afraid to get a loss now. We don't have Floyd anymore. This just gonna fight bums or I'll fight Pacquiao. Not saying his entire career was fighting bums, but you fought everybody before their prime or after their prime. I love the way boxing is going, and let's go, man. Like you make the biggest fights you can make the most money you can make, and let's see how it takes off, bro.
Man, I can dig it, man. Well, with that being said, man, the fights that's coming up on the way, at the end, this weekend coming up, we have Andre Berto, one of the legends from way back, some years ago when Mayweather was on his way, like on the way out for real. We got him coming back and he picking up a fight, and I think it's with Virgil Ortiz, if I'm not mistaken.
I know the notes I have for December 15th on DAZN.
No,
You got
16. No, 16.
the
Yeah, we
16th
got
is
Frank. No,
the
that it's
16th
all
is
of
multiple cards throughout
yeah,
different
no, it's
countries.
all on the same card. It's all on the same card.
Yeah, that are
All on the
relevant.
same card. On the zone. Berto. You got Berto fighting on that card. You got Keith Thurman fighting Imantes Stiones on that card. And that's like one of the main cards, I think. Let me see.
I'm looking forward to that card in Jeddah.
King James, you say something if you in there. No, we can't hear you still, brother. It's
I'm looking forward
still
to
nothing. You got to
that
load
card
inside.
in Saudi Arabia on the 23rd. That's when we got Anthony.
Oh yeah,
Joshua.
that's after. That's at the end of the month.
Yeah, the following weekend. But Anthony Joshua
That's at
versus
the
Aldo.
yo. You back? Check.
If not the 15th, we got Jake Paul versus Andre
Ain't nobody worried
August.
about this, dude. Come on, man. You gonna throw that guy in there, bro? Come on, man. That fight is nothing.
I'm only doing that because
You can't hear or see us.
I'm only saying that right
crazy.
now because I know he can't respond to it.
He said he can't hear or see us. Check. Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
That's all right. Let's keep rolling, baby. Let's keep going.
I mean, I don't know if he talking about he can't hear or see us. I wonder if anybody can see us and hear us on the other end. Oh well, we up right now. I don't see what's going on, bro. I don't know, man.
Well, while we have a minute, let's talk about it real quick, okay? Until Dub gets back, or we do what we got to do. What would you think about Haney versus Garcia or Haney versus Crawford? Which one would you rather see, Cap?
You said who versus who?
After the fight last night, Haney, there were talks of Haney fighting Crawford at 147. Or talks about Haney versus Garcia potentially at 140. Which one of those two fights would you rather see? Or
you can't even mix them two guys up. There's way too much experience. Way too, man. Whoever talking that, they shouldn't even be talking like
that. That's from the press conference last night. I wish I had the audio clip.
Yeah, I don't know who was on that.
I don't have it ready. If you're Devin Haney, personally, where do you go next?
I mean, it's all depends on who's up next, man. It's all about, what's what and who gonna step up. I mean, it's not like I said, it's not too many options out there right now, man. It ain't really too much to fish on there right now. We know who all stand at what weight and who gonna do what when it's time. We already went down a list of everybody. As far as Devin Haney getting somebody. Oh, let me see. Still nothing. Yeah, as far as Haney going to get somebody, he don't got to get anybody no more. It's not his battle. He just got to wait for somebody to, get their stuff together and come fight him. Like it's people like taking stuff like that, But I don't think
you think that Haney has to wait for someone to fight him instead of somebody to be like, "Fuck this dude, let's fight him."
Nah, not necessarily. No.
Okay.
I mean, it's all about how the fights line up because they lining up for good for everybody else. And like I said, there's not too many places to go to now. So it is what it is. The boxing is actually, I mean, it's everywhere now. As far as everybody getting deals because of broadcasts going down and stuff like that. You just gotta be, you gotta keep your eyes open. You don't know who's gonna fight who at this point.
So we were talking about it earlier this week with the contracts expiring on Showtime and elsewhere. Where do you think boxing is going to end up?
I mean, it's already been said. You probably missed that too. Al Heyman just signed Amazon. No, Amazon Prime did. Al Heyman just signed a Prime. And I mean, that's all that needed to happen. They needed to just get a home. Like everybody already got homes. Like Showtime had a lot of stuff over there, so Al Heyman made the move, and he did what he had to do. And now, I mean, it's back to business. Like I said, ain't no telling how these fights about to be coming out because a lot of these fighters have been waiting. So, and everybody else been waiting in the community as well. So, but. Yeah, I mean, it ain't too much, man. I don't want to go too crazy once again on that, man. We done already got hung up again. You know what I'm saying? But it's always good when we doing stuff like this, man. Y'all see how good it's getting. And y'all see how, the content is building, over here.
I want to give a quick shout out to Talks with Finesse. And
shout out to everybody that came through.
Man. We appreciate
shout out to everybody that came through. Finesse. Yeah. Shout out to, Leonard. Shout out to everybody else in the chat too that came in and popped in as well. If anybody else want to be able to tune in, make sure y'all follow, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Make sure you get all the notifications straight to your phone. So when we dropping, you can just tune in on the go. And with that being said, man, King James the Pharaoh, Captain Great, Ace Juice, newest to the squad, holding it down, man. Once again, love to have you on the team, bro. Definitely add more fuel to the fire, and we're gonna keep bringing that fire to y'all, man. Anything you want to say?
I have so much fun being here with y'all every week, man.
Oh yeah, man, it's gonna get even funner, man, for real, man. And I'm loving it, man.
People that haven't tuned in before, you may laugh, you may cry. This show is built differently than anything else you've ever watched. We have so much fun doing this shit. We have fun arguing with each other. This isn't your regular sports talk show. Thank you for tuning
It's
in.
definitely not. But yeah, man, with that being said, y'all see the banner, man. Y'all see everything we got going on. Shout out to our sponsor too, buddy. You know what I mean? And if you want to follow us, go look in the chat, hit the link, and go support us over there too, buddy. If you're looking to get your YouTube jumping right now and get all the analytics right, get all your topics right, make sure you get the strong, everything. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, look at that. Man, my man came right back with the best part. You know what I'm saying? Look, y'all want to make sure y'all get all your, you know what I'm saying, YouTube tools for your channel. You know what I mean? Build your legacy. I was just in class today watching some videos, learning how to even build with TubeBuddy. And then, they got some pretty good compromiser videos for your brain. Once again, my team in here couldn't do it without y'all. King James, sorry for the technicals, but it wouldn't be a show if he didn't. Shout out to Ace Juice once again for popping up and showing out as usual. And me, yours truly, Captain Great, the greatest of them all. Y'all see the handles. Y'all see it. Go show the love. Go follow Treehouse Seasoning. Next week, we're going to be sponsoring seasoning in the background because it's going to be here, and I can't wait. And I can't tell you what I'm going to cook first, but it's going to happen. Something going to happen. And yeah, man. Fellas.
Hey, man, I know the show was great. I had a technical difficulty. The show had to be great.
That's how you know. That's how you know. It wouldn't be, man, it couldn't go without nothing if it didn't happen, So, yeah. Shout out to the team once again, man. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all like y'all love us, man. And we out.
Yo, y'all know what it is.
You said what?
I was just telling them to protect themselves at all times. And please, please, please don't let us have to throw the towel in or your ass.
Hold on. You say what now? And I still can't find a clearer one, and I was trying to find one before. And it's going to be the same way.
Throw the fucking towel!